Bullies don't know that she's a kung fu prodigy. Oh Lord.
Hi, mystery recapped here.
I'm sorry. I already want to hit her with the mean jump kick.
Today, I am going to explain a Chinese action thriller film called Kung Fu Girl. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care.
We're supposed to watch out for what? Kung Fu girls? Like
Shannon is a martial arts student living in Hong Kong. Her father
that name caught me all types of off guard. Shannon? Like sharp? You know what I'm saying? Like I did not expect
runs
that.
A local restaurant during the day and develops games at night. Shannon's mother passed away a few years ago while driving to an airport.
R.I.P.
Since her father refused to drive her that day,
Marcus cheered. X100. Waka, I am already so close, keep talking.
Bro, we've had text-to-speech on for 5 minutes, bro. Might have to turn that thing off immediately.
Shannon blames him for her mother's death. The relationship between the father and daughter hasn't been the same ever since. Shannon lives in her school's dorm and hardly ever visits home. She has a rivalry with a guy from her class named Ricardo.
How much
he
money
and his group of friends bully her frequently. One day, the bullies are in Shannon's father's restaurant, complaining about the food not being spicy enough. Even after devouring it all, they refuse to pay. Shannon retaliates against them and forces them to pay up. A humiliated Ricardo throws the money to the floor and walks away.
How did she force them to pay? Did she just go up and say, "Hey, pay it"? Like I didn't see no.
Shannon picks it up and hands it to her father, who is in a mascot costume.
Marcus cheered. X100.
Oh my gosh.
Waka, ill stop if you twerk a little bit.
She also apologizes to him for Ricardo's rudeness. The next day at school, Ricardo takes his revenge by making Shannon's friend's brother
He deserved to fall. Okay, no, let's.
The next day at school, Ricardo takes his revenge by making
Man barely touched a heel. You didn't deserve to eat that food. That wasn't food anyways. That was vomit, bro. That looked like something a cat would regurgitate. What the heck? What are they feeding
and
y'all?
Drop his food. Shannon's friends ask her to forget it, but she doesn't want to let them off the hook. She sits with the group of bullies confidently and eats from their plates. An intimidated Ricardo leaves her alone and walks away with his friends.
What do you mean intimidated?
Marcus
She ate a fry.
X100. Yeah, Ima. Come on, you Waka.
Chat, how do we feel about Marcus? Let's sit down and have a real conversation. Guys, are we
donated $5. You should watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. A chance it's not.
Y'all just want to piss me off. Y'all just want to like I don't understand what's gotten into y'all today. But we have Marcus on BS. And someone talking about watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. No! Because you're black. What?
Cooper donated $1.
What?
Waka, is it gay to like tomboys, femboys?
Is it gay to like femboys? Yes, cause they're boys. Is it gay to like tomboys? No, cause they're not boys. Okay? I know the names can be very deceiving, but one boy, one not boy. So one gay, one is not gay. If you like both, you're bi-gay. I don't care.
Marcus cheered. X100. Waka, my name on YouTube in magenta_VR.
I don't care about your YouTube name. God goodness, bro. Listen to the Beatles. 2025. Talking about listening to the Beatles. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 2025 talking about listen to the Beatles. Listen to the Beatles? You know what? I'll tell you something I will listen to. Since we're talking about classics. Since we're talking about classics and we're listen to the Beatles? No, I'm gonna listen to the GOAT.
Cooper donated $1.
What, Cooper? What did you say, Cooper? What do you want? I can't even see what you said. Maybe I was saved.
Marcus cheered.
Oh,
X100.
my gosh.
I only have 200 bits left. Wackawackamun, make the most of them.
Yes! Get Marcus gone. What did Cooper say, guys? Can someone repeat what Cooper said? I was too locked in. Does anyone know what Cooper said?
Karoba_Eric's cheered. X145.
What?
We're all gooning to Waka, right?
Oh my.
Big Backy Solo T Food X11. Can you turn around and sign up to do on stage?
I can't even vibe to the goat. I can't even vibe to the goat. Man can't hit a little dancey dance. Talking about some can you turn around. The Lord forbid I talk about, oh, open your mouth, I'm about to.
Log in, but again it's too cheered. X100.
What?
Waka, how many bits to make you hit an ice show meet? Marcus cheered. X100. Hold the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit.
Anything for my goat! Anything! Wait, you need another one? Wait, do you anything for my, do you need one more? Anything for my goat, okay? Anything for him. Hold on. I'm gonna be nonchalant this time. Look, we're talking about Lamar Jackson, bro. Anything for the GOAT. Ooh, that made me feel so much better, bro. Let's get back to the video.
Later, Shannon finds out that he destroyed her clothes in the dryer. The group troubles her every day, laughing when she
No.
messes up, making her fall several times,
No.
and even adding frogs in her lunchbox.
Is that even a real
Yep,
frog?
Making her fall several times, and even adding
Are these translucent frogs?
frogs
I ain't never seen a, what is that, a teal frog?
in her lunchbox.
Did they paint it? Why do I feel like a booger is poking out, bro? Golly. Goodness. Feel like, y'all watch Horton? I feel like the little hues on the speck are just like touching themselves in my nose, bro. It's just like tickling the top. I don't know what's going on in there, bruh. I need like the magic. I need Miss Frizzle to make one of y'all shrink to go in my nose.
Marcus cheered.
Oh!
100. Waka, I am using my last bits on this. People are saying the Discord link ain't working. Bye until I get more bits, Waka.
Yes. No, who's next? Who?
Big Backy Solo T Food cheered. X100. So does that mean you're going to do it?
Box. A local shop owner hosts fighting machines in front of his house daily. Shannon is informed that Ricardo has defeated everyone he has fought against until
Oh no.
The dog
Anyone scared of
legend cheered. X100. You are my favorite person on Twitch and YouTube.
I'll take it since it was positive. We are a
Candy
minute and
donated
52.
$4.99. Can we listen to Fav song? Love vids.
So I can get my whole stream striked. You want to listen to my favorite song? See, like y'all are not slick, bro. Like at some point it feels like y'all are here for me, and then I realize, no, you're not. It's a facade. It's a mind game. Y'all are not really riding. Y'all are sitting patiently, waiting to cause trouble.
now. She takes the opportunity to challenge him in front of everyone.
You do not look
She even
wrong.
goes as far as to bet him to wear a skirt if he loses. Ricardo, in turn,
I look
asks her to
fabulous
cut
in
her
this skirt.
hair and wear men's clothes if he wins. The fight starts
Oh, wear men's clothes. Oh, the horror.
and goes on for quite a while. However, it is evident that Ricardo is way more skilled than Shannon. Suddenly, he catches her off guard
yeah.
and punches her in the
Ooh.
stomach. The
That was
pain
a
almost
weak
causes
punch.
Shannon to pass out. After the punch, she can hardly get up and is
Finish
defeated
her.
in a
Yes!
single kick. Ricardo
no,
laughs at her and
feminism.
hands her a pair of scissors. Accepting her defeat, Shannon cuts her hair.
Who
The
cut-
next
who
day,
pulled out
she
the
goes to
scissors that
school with
fast?
short hair and is made fun of by everyone. When she enters the class, Ricardo calls her a man, making her angrier than she already is.
No, that
When he
cut
doesn't
is-
stop calling
that-
her
that
names,
cut
she
is-
attacks him in the middle of
That's a cut, all right. Wow. Wow. Fix your Discord. There is no Discord to fix. There's a link, but there is no Discord. So y'all saying fix the link. I need to remove the link. I'm just lazy. That's why I haven't removed the link, but there is no Discord to fix.
the class. They have to be separated by the teacher before a fight breaks out. Shannon is then taken to the principal's office. He calls Danny to tell him about his daughter's shenanigans. Danny apologizes for the inconvenience,
Essence
claiming that
kidnaps kids cheered. X100. Waka, may you please get on all fours and bark like a good boy for me. Make sure you address me as mommy as well.
Y'all have lost y'all talking privileges. I might give it back to y'all in 5 minutes.
she is aggressive because he hasn't been a good father to her.
Uh-oh.
He also begs the principal to let her free.
Y'all think he
this
was
time.
celebrating on
When
Father's
Shannon
Day?
goes to pick up lunch from the cafeteria that day, some girls block her. They have also joined hands with Ricardo to
Take a
trouble
bite,
her
good boy.
around the school.
Come on.
Shannon's friend yells at everyone
go,
for
come
supporting
on.
a bully, but they ignore her. Not wanting to cause a scene, Shannon walks away without her lunch. She reminisces about her mother, who was the reason she took interest in Kung Fu. While most mothers dressed their daughters in princess dresses, Shannon's mother made her train from a very young age. She believed that Kung Fu needed girls like Shannon as much as Shannon needed Kung Fu. That night,
Why does she need Kung Fu? What type of setup does he got going on? He worked for the CIA, FBI? What the heck?
Danny calls her and asks her to come home for the weekend, since she hasn't been home in 3 months. Shannon is reluctant, but she agrees to visit him anyway. After the call with his daughter, Danny also calls an investor and asks him to come over to test his new game. He has created a virtual game where one has to fight in reality to win.
As he created Sword Art Online. No, he
At
didn't.
night, Shannon goes home
That is kinda
and meets
cool.
her father. Danny tries to indulge her in a conversation, but she is dismissive and rude. When
Then
called
why'd
out
you
for
come back home?
being impolite, she forces a laugh and ignores him. Danny also asks her about her hair, but Shannon dismisses it and doesn't tell him about being bullied. When he brings up the change in her behavior after her mother's death, she blames him for all of it. Hurt by her words, Danny walks away. Moments later, Shannon goes to his home office and snoops around.
she just
She
came back
notices
home
a
to
strange
fight,
necklace
like,
on the
there's
table,
nothing
but she
good
doesn't think
happening
much
here.
of it. She also finds a headset on his workstation and
Look, guys, I look back at the next text to speech. They're talking about some Waka, please enable text to speech. You know who's saying that? Marcus. Marcus, I don't want to do what you want me to do. That what you want is never in my best interest, Marcus. Maybe if you were someone else. But you, Marcus? No. No. Not at all.
decides to wear it.
I see someone say enable it. They spelled enabled with an A. Enabled it. No. Look at this, bro.
As soon as she puts it on, she enters the virtual world of ancient China. All of a sudden, a group of people attack her, but she defends herself efficiently.
Like this
she also
this wouldn't be
notices
real
that her
though.
hair
Like,
is back to
I feel like I'm pretty sure like people would die of heart attacks if this was real. Like virtual reality, like you can feel everything that's in the mix. Like when your body would literally freak out because it wouldn't know what's real and what's not, and you would give yourself a heart attack and you would die. And that's why something like this can exist.
being long. Then, her eyes land on Ricardo, who is dressed in traditional Chinese clothing and is fighting the opponents. It turns out that who is dressed in
Excuse
traditional
me?
Chinese clothing and is fighting
Did a backflip off of one of them?
The oppo-
He's upside down. And
opponents.
Okay, he got Goku training. Okay, I see. He's under the turtle hermit. I don't know how he pulled that one off. I don't know who's training him. I don't even know how you think about doing something like that in that situation. Thank you, Nove Gamer, for this stuff. I cannot imagine how you think. How?
It turns out that the people he is fighting are robbers trying to rob food from a farmer's house. Shannon is surprised that Ricardo is doing a good thing for once. Then, the leader of the group.
Sorry, what did I just see?
Shannon is surprised that Ricardo is doing a good thing
What did
for
I just
once.
see?
Then, the leader of the group.
I ain't never seen that one before. I ain't never seen that.
Group, Norman, comes forward to fight Ricardo. However, he is proven to be weak against Ricardo's expertise and is knocked out within minutes. After the thugs run away, Ricardo gives the farmers the sacks of grain that were taken away from them. Shannon follows him and asks him how he got into the game. She soon finds out that he is part of the game, with a different name and an entirely different personality than Ricardo. He also informs her of the powerful robber brothers, Norman and Tyson. They have gathered and trained an army to rob food and supplies from the poor. Hence, Ricardo is protecting the people of his town.
Why are we robbing the poor? Wait, that don't even make sense. We're robbing the poor and giving it to the rich? Like, what is this, capitalism? What's going on here?
With his life, he is sure that since Norman was just defeated, his short-tempered
He is not Robin Hood. He is robbing from the hood. There is a problem right now.
brother Tyson will come to take revenge. Somewhere else, in the robbers' camp, Tyson is furious. He sends some of his people to keep an eye on Ricardo, looking for the best time to strike the village. Then, Shannon is shown around the village and introduced to the martial arts academy. She meets her bully, Daryl, who is one of the good guys in the virtual world. Her school's principal is the martial arts teacher. He assumes that she is with the robbers and makes his pupils surround her. On finding out that she is just an innocent foreigner, he apologizes and sends her to her personal room for her stay in the village. Shannon is also introduced to the leader of the village.
This is a game, but I'm not getting no game vibes, bro. Where's the system? Where's the inventory? You know what I'm saying? Like give her a solo leveling system or something. This does not feel like no game at all.
Ricardo gets sick and falls unconscious. The group rushes them to the village's medic, Miss Aries. She is trained in martial arts. The group rushes them to the village's medic, Miss Aries. She is trained in
I don't know how she did that, man. I don't know how. I have no clue how she did that, bro.
martial arts and is a great warrior. Later, when Ricardo gets better, she and Shannon explore the village. They come across an old shed and see a gruesome-looking person meditating. Aries explains
Gruesome? I saw hair.
An old shed and see a gruesome-looking person meditating. Aries explains that the man is her father, who has been in the shed for a year. It turns out that her father, Bao, used to be
Was that majestic? Or should I be more like, was that majestic? Like, what, how? That's not martial arts, bro. They're fairies. They're demons. That's not martial arts.
a traveler who
cultivators?
helped people and caught robbers everywhere he went. However, after Aries' mother's death, he wished to stay
I
isolated.
look at Twitch chat, they're saying, no, That's not majestic. I look at YouTube, they're like, oh yes. Yeah, that is majestic. Like what do y'all? Yeah, I see one chat full of negativity, one's full of positivity. Like, what do y'all? Come on, Twitch hating for no reason. That's why YouTube chat better. Never mind. I just saw a YouTube donation. This thing says, and I quote, "We love you, Daddy Waka. Keep it up." Yep. Never mind. I take back everything I say about both of y'all. It's just tragedy no matter where we strike. Yeah, yo, y'all remember that game Dispatch I tried to play the other day? Right? I played it off stream because it wasn't me streaming that was messing it up. It has a problem with OBS completely. I don't know why, but it was skipping even off stream. I played off stream though. That game is a hit. Look, I don't know how much y'all are gonna enjoy watching me play it. But that game is a hit. When that game comes out, that's a game I need to mark on my calendar. Absolutely.
Isolated from the world and hasn't come out of the shed. Shannon stays in the village for the next few days and learns different martial arts techniques from the village's head. She and Ricardo practice together and learn many things from each other. Soon, the village runs out of food because of the increase in robberies. The head of the village reduces the daily 3 meals a day down
Well, you tell him to stop stealing people's plates? What are we doing here?
to only 2. The workers and the civilians are distressed because soon they might die of starvation. Hence, at night, Shannon, Ricardo, Daryl, and Aries go to the robber's house to steal grains. Daryl uses a tube and darts to knock the guards unconscious. Then, they break into the storage room and get ready to pack everything in. However, the alarm rings, alerting everyone in the house of their arrival. Aries comes in front of the enemies to save the others. The rest of the group has to reluctantly run away without her. The next morning, Shannon asks the village head to save Aries, but he refuses.
When is she gonna take the headset off? Is she not just in a game right now? Like, when is she? She's been in this fake world for a little too long. Like, take off the headset. Log out.
Refuses to do so because Aries was caught stealing, which is against their rule. Following that, she goes to ask for help from Aries' father, Bao. She tells him everything about her mother's death and how she blamed her father for it. Shannon says that her father couldn't be nicer to her and admits that she was at fault for blaming him. She is about to lose hope when Bao comes outside of the shed, determined to save his daughter. The group.
I'm getting tired of seeing these people floating everywhere. It don't even make sense how he's floating.
Login, but again it's too cheered. X100.
What?
Waka, unlock your windows and doors so I can join stream.
When Bao comes outside of the shed, determined.
Like, how did you get that far into the sky?
Save his daughter. The group attacks the robber's base and fights the guards before rescuing Aries. The father and daughter reunite and decide to go on a trip.
Like, they're just flying.
Shannon wants them to stay until the robbers are fully gone, but Bao claims he has faith that they can stop the robbers.
Where are they going, Narnia?
After Tyson finds out that his troops were attacked, he gets ready to invade the village with his soldiers. Knowing that he is about to do something like that, Shannon, Ricardo, and Daryl brainstorm ideas to stop him. Shannon knows that there must be a way to defeat the enemy, since...
Bro, this game has nothing to do with real life. They should have just put her through a training arc. She is way too invested in what's happening in this game right now. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Marcus cheered. X100. Oh my GU enabled TTS? Thank you, I won't be bad Waka. Most because I have 160 bits left and this is my last dono for the day.
Can I get a thank you with 3 exclamation points spam in chat? Thank you, 3 exclamation points. I don't want to see nothing less than 3, but you can do more than 3 exclamation points if you want. But I need at least 3 exclamation points and thank you spam. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Oh, thank the Lord.
This is a game, after all. Then she remembers the necklace she saw on her father's table that
did
matched
she log
exactly
out?
to the necklace that a soldier was wearing. She happily thanks her father for the hint. Hours later, Tyson, along with his soldiers, attacks the village. The village head and his pupils battle them
When
with
did
all
she
their
log
might.
out?
Amidst the battle, Shannon notices the necklace and the man wearing it. However, while trying to fight him, she is killed and brought back to reality. However, while trying to fight him, she is killed.
What killed her? What, did he sink or something? Did he fart? She passed out to nothing. What? What killed this?
And brought back to reality. Shannon refuses to lose and wears the headset again. It turns out that she has one more life left, which means she can continue the game from where she was earlier. This time, she beats the soldier and manages to get his necklace. On opening the locket,
I know this grown man did not get his chain snatched by a 6-year-old girl. Bro, that's like getting pressed by Pan. You let Pan press you? He got his chain snatched by a 6-year-old, bro.
She finds her mother's picture inside. In only a second, all of Tyson's soldiers disappear because Shannon was able to figure out the clue. When only Tyson is left, they overpower him and win the battle. Following that, we see Shannon and Ricardo by the side of the river. She tells him that she misses her father and asks him to send her home. Ricardo promises to always remember her and
Send you home? Take off the headset.
sends her back to reality. When Shannon is finally back, it has only been a few hours since she started to play. It turns out that Danny and a potential investor had been watching her play all this time. Shannon hugs her father, apologizing for being rude to him. The investor is so impressed with the game that he offers to invest 10 million yuan in it. Next week,
10 million won? Hold on, let's not get excited. How much is 10 million won? Hold up. How much is 10 million won in USD? $7,000? $7,000? $7,200 to be exact. He's selling his invention, his game for pennies. Pennies in a Snickers, maybe a Starburst thrown inside. Okay.
is a national level kung fu competition. Both
right.
Shannon and Ricardo have taken part in the competition and have been selected in different divisions. They have to win 4 rounds to reach the finals. On the day of the competition, Shannon looks around and is sad that her father is not present. Still, she does her best and wins easily
I know you did
against
not
the
get
real
knocked
life
out by
is not
that
present.
whack. Bro,
Still,
look
she
at
does
the
her-
force behind. She not even trying
Shannon
to
looks
fight
around
for
and
real,
is
man.
sad
Look at
that-
the
Her
opponent.
father is not present.
She's not locked.
She does
She wanted to eat. She wanted to
best
eat. Oh
and
my
wins
gosh,
easily
bro.
against the real-life Aries. Similarly, Ricardo wins the next few rounds
The kick didn't even
easily
connect.
against the real-life
No.
Aries.
The kick didn't
Similarly,
connect. The kick didn't connect. If the kick connected, he wouldn't still be in the circle. It would have stopped him. The kick did not connect. Connect, bro. Bro.
she does her best and wins easily against the real-life Aries. Similarly,
And look at how high his
Ricardo
kick
wins
is. Who are you? Why are you twirling? It did not hit that hard.
the next few rounds
Nah, now I have to count how many twirls he did.
and wins
Now I gotta
easily
count how many
against the
twirls he did,
real-life
bro.
Aries. Similarly, Ricardo wins the
One.
next few rounds
He did like 2 twirls
and
before he
reaches
hit
the
the ground.
finals. Shannon goes against a guy in the semifinal, and after an intense match,
What could she have
and reaches
possibly
the
done for
finals.
you to need to
Shannon
do that?
goes against a
What
guy
did she hit
in
you with?
the
A Hadouken?
semifinal, and
How? How did you end up like that?
after an intense
Walker read chat. I don't see none of y'all commenting about how what this BS was. I don't see none of y'all talking about how dude did a whole backflip for what? For what? He had no reason. He had no reason to hit no backflip, bro.
Match, she defeats him. Now, the rivals have to fight each other in the finals.
Lisa
The audience
versus
eagerly
Val.
watches as they get ready to fight. Ricardo strikes the first attack,
Like, that's
but
not
Shannon
his
dodges
name.
it.
That's
Likewise,
why he just gave them English names. I was wondering because I'm like Shannon, but their actual
to
names,
fight.
their
Rivals
actual
have to-
names is Lisa Lee and Dubao Yu.
fight each other in the finals. The audience eagerly watches as they get ready to fight. Ricardo strikes the first attack, but
Okay.
Shannon dodges it. Likewise, Ricardo also dodges
How
all
come
of
y'all not doing
Shannon's
no kick flicks upside down double whammies no more?
attacks.
Like
The
y'all
first
fighting
round
with.
ends without any one of them getting a proper hit. The referee blows the whistle, indicating the end of the round.
What is
but
Ricard
one of them
doing?
getting a proper hit. The referee
Look at
blows the whistle,
is he emoting?
indicating
Oh
the
no, Shannon, get back.
end of
He is
the round.
emoting on you
But
right now.
Ricardo plays foul and attacks Shannon even after. His score is deducted, but he doesn't back down. In the next round, they seem to match in skills and
Okay.
strength. Suddenly, Shannon kicks Ricardo in the back
Ooh.
and makes him
Essence
fall.
kidnaps kids cheered. X100. Waka, I am still wanting for you to do what I said.
Hey, thank you, Yo-Yo, for the 100 raid, bro. Hey, Yo-Yo, look. I really wanted to sit down and have a conversation with you, man. Look. So, we all know how you're like 6'4", 245, pure muscle. We want to know what you do with that muscle. Like, you know what? Let's ask the real question. Hey, would you get a spider, Yo-Yo? A spider, a pet spider in your room. You would keep it in a jar until you're ready to lay pipe. You let that spider bite you, but the thing about this spider is that it gives you an erection. Yes, it's a poison, but it also gets you bricked, right? Would you use that spider's bite as a performance enhancer in the bedroom? We've been talking about this for the last 30 minutes. We were talking about you specifically. Who is FaceTiming me? I don't know this number. Is that you?
You don't have my number saved? That's Prodigy. Nigga, I'm literally what?
Talking about his meat with no number.
Talking about my meet with a spider and then proceeding to go, who is calling me? I don't know this number is absolutely egregious, nigga. And you have a disco ball in your room. You're pissing me off.
Yo, bro. You have to understand, bro. Look, we've always been Instagram lovers, bro. We never been texting lovers, bro. We were like this on inside of You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro. Yo, it's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. Look. We live and we learn. I'm about to save your name as Broly with a millimeter Peter. That's going to be your name in my phone. Hold on. I'm so glad I didn't switch the phone around so that y'all can see his face because he would have been leaked. But okay, Broly, first name, millimeter Peter. There you go, bro. There you go. Let me call back. Bro, do you like your name? Look. All I know is you didn't answer the question. No, cause we're not ignoring the question, bro. No wonder I didn't save your number. Your first ever message to me was the hard R. I almost showed y'all, but I don't want to get. What? Like, of course I didn't save your number. What are we talking about? This man said, Nick. I mean, what's up? Oh, okay. Don't say cap. You're. Oh, I can't. No, I'm screenshotting it. I'm about to screenshot it, and I'm marking out the message. No, because you're not gonna do this to me. You're not gonna do this to me. Hold up. How do I use this? Hold up. How do I? Okay, right. We're gonna. Okay, save the photos. So let's go to photos real quick. Okay, my penis is not in sight. My penis is not in sight for now. All right. Anything leaking? Anything leaking? And look at his name is Broly. His name is Broly. You see that? You see that? And look, some of y'all might not know who the suspect is. Let me pull up the suspect on the stream. Let me pull up. No, he said he can explain. No. I'm pulling up the suspect on the screen, bro. Bro, where's your reaction channel at so we can all see? We all can see face the criminal. Look at this thug right here.
Today
criminal.
We got the non.
Let me not keep on the screen too long. He might mess around and copyright me. He might just copyright me. Let's not keep on the screen too long. Yo, I will never forget you touching my leg at Brazilian barbecue, bro. Like I don't want you to ever sit. You know what? I don't want you to ever sit beside me again, bro. I don't want you in my vicinity. All right? You're not gonna be rubbing my leg no more, bucko. All right. Shout out Stanley though. Stanley cool. But you? Him? This guy? We have a problem.
Today.
Anyways, how are we doing, guys? How are we doing? Y'all doing good? We all doing good. Stanley, oh yeah, let me pull up Stanley real quick. Let me pull up Stanley real quick. I think they have a collab channel because Yo-Yo and Stanley are like lovers. But if y'all know Stanley, hold on, let me pull up his main channel real quick. This is Stanley's main channel, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, my teacher did things to me in a classroom. Yeah. That's Stanley right there. Hold up. Let me see. Let me go to their collab channel, their lover channel.
Bro,
Oh, see, look. Like I told y'all they're lovers. Like we start off the video with them touching each other, right? So they are lovers. Like
Log in, but again it's too cheered. X100. Waka grab the camera for a gorilla edit.
what's up with you, bro?
Hold on.
Friendships.
Like you see how Yo-Yo don't want to even show Stanley
So
face
imagine how
as much, bro. Like he get jealous.
miss
Like this is Stanley though. Look at that, dark skinned handsome man. Besides that, let's forget about Yo-Yo. I'm getting angry just thinking about it. What was the main plot? What were we doing? What were we doing, bro? Oh.
Big Moose _M cheered. X100. Okay, now let's go back to talking about the Brazilian wandering spider, aka erection spider.
I can't even talk about it no more because he didn't even answer the question.
Marcus
he didn't even
cheered. X100. Waka, you miss me? Well, I am back actually. This is my only 100, which means I can't dono anymore, so I gotta make the most of this dono.
You did not answer.
Anyway, Waka, I will be back tomorrow, don't worry.
Oh, I won't be here tomorrow. Yo, you did not answer. If you use a spider in your bedroom as a supplement to get you bricked for extracurricular activities inside the bedroom. That's what sparked up the conversation. But you got blinded by your racism. Okay, so I need you to answer the question. All right, hopefully we get an answer to that question soon. Let's get back to the Kung Fu.
An enraged Ricardo breaks the rules again and hits her on the back of the knee.
Oh my goodness.
Shannon is in pain, but she still gets up, ready for the next round. This time, he kicks her on the back of her head, breaking yet another...
Oh my god! Oh no, she's getting toyed with. She's actually getting toyed with, though. She's actually getting toyed with. Oh my god!
Ready for the next round. This time, he kicks her on the back of her head.
He did like one of those Dragon Ball Z sparking Budokai moves where it hits you and makes you turn around, and then he jump punched her. Oh yeah.
Yet another rule. Shannon is almost knocked out, but then she sees her father in a crab costume cheering for her from the audience. With renewed motivation, she stands up to fight Ricardo. She remembers the technique she had learned with the virtual Ricardo, and
she did a ballerina spin.
Stands up to fight Ricardo.
She
remembers the technique she had learned with the virtual Ricardo.
She just did a ballerina
uses
spin.
It on him.
That is not what they did in the flashback.
It works smoothly, and she knocks him out to win the...
He got knocked out by this.
Bucket Hat Clips cheered. X100. Daddy Waka, I love you.
All right, Bucko. Let's see if Yo-Yo gave a response. He said, bye, Waka. He absolutely would keep that spider in his room to get him bricked. He would absolutely do it. That's why he acted like that.
The competition. As the crowd erupts in cheers, she runs to her father and hugs him.
Aww.
In the last scene, she is back in school. She makes amends with Ricardo, who comments that she deserved to win the last match.
Aww.
Subscribe for...
Like, you hit me in the back of the head and then did an illegal move on my leg. We're not friends. Like, what are we talking about? What do you mean they made up? We are not friends. Oh yeah, I need that back pop. Thank you, Thank you, Suki, for the sub. Why is that your name? Do we want to watch a Dragon Ball recap, or do we want to watch which one do we want to watch? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Essence kidnaps kids cheered. X100.
Oh god.
Waka, please say, Essence kidnapped me, for an edit please. Marcus cheered. X100. Waka, I've spent $140 2.80 on you. Does this not mean anything to you?
Marcus. You are a harasser, Marcus. That's what you do. You're a harassment. Does it mean something to me? Yes. It means you're harassing me, Marcus.
Could never work between us.
That's what I mean. I can't even remember the first message because you're harassment.
You're black.
Theater_free donated $1. PLs, look up on Twitch theater_free and watch my recent stream right quick please.
What? Hold on. Let me get my dialogue for the last person. Essence kidnapped me. There you go. There you got that for your edit, which I don't know if we will ever see. I don't even think it's gonna be real. I don't know if it's ever gonna come to life. What comes? Is come even real at this point? Like, or is it just All right, we want to watch the Dragon Ball recap. Then we're gonna watch the beauty tax. After that, we'll probably get to the car dealer game. Let's hop up. Let's get to it. The Ultimate Dragon Ball Z recap cartoon. Okay. Here we go. The Ultimate Dragon Ball Z recap Volume 1. The Saiyan Saga. What is y'all favorite saga of Dragon Ball? What's my favorite Dragon Ball saga? Okay, look. If we were to do all of Dragon Ball, it would go back to like I think the second tournament that's ever had when Piccolo showed up. Whenever Piccolo showed up, bro, and Piccolo, spoilers, but it's not my fault if you haven't watched it. When Piccolo pulled up on the block and then murked Krillin and murked Chaozu. And I think he also, I don't remember if Master Roshi got caught in the mix, but he pulled up, he murked Krillin, murked Chaozu. I mean, King Piccolo was a menace. he spun the block. Okay, but if we're talking about Dragon Ball Z, it's definitely between the Saiyan and Frieza saga. Definitely between Saiyan and Frieza. I just like Goku versus Vegeta's fight so much. But the Namek as a whole was so raw, but Goku and Vegeta, it just stays in my mouth. My mouth? Marcus again to me.
X100. Waka, this is finally my last dono. Seriously, I have 0 bits after this. I've spent all my money on you. I won't be able to buy FOD or get gas. I hope you enjoyed milking me.
I hope you run out of gas in the middle of the road and no one's there to help you. I hope you don't have AAA. I hope when you run out of gas, your mother's phone dies. So when you try to call her, there's no one who picks up on the other end. It goes straight to voicemail. Okay. Marcus. Bye, Marcus. Adios. I look at the chat. It says F you, Marcus. Bro, stop being so mean to Marcus, bro. He's just a lovely guy. Why would y'all be mean to him, bro? Like, Marcus is not even that bad of a guy. Like, what's all that negativity towards Marcus, man? Like, come on, guys. It's Marcus. We all love Marcus. We all love Marcus. Brother comes in, snatches kid, and then dips immediately.
Get a shout out now.
How about? Never mind. No, you can't get a. You can't get a shout out. Oh, right in the dingle. Ooh, tail to the head. And then here's Piccolo. He has to look clean. Oh, Krillin going through. Why did you hit him? Wait. Hold up. Impact frame? Hold on. We doing impact frames now? What did Piccolo lose? Did he lose an arm right there? He lost an arm? I think his arm. Okay. I thought his finger came off. My fault. Oh yeah. Hit him with that special beam cannon. That scene was so raw. So raw, bro. I thought Nappa was doing something crazy to this bug, bro. Happy birthday, Kenzie. Thank you, Suki, for the sub. Yo, I thought Nappa was doing this bug dirty. Hold up. In Dragon Ball, do dead bodies just despawn? Wait, did Goku's straight up disappear? I don't remember if his just straight up disappeared or not. I don't think so, but no, they can't just straight up disappear. I can't remember. I cannot remember clearly, but it'd be crazy if they just disappear. But I know for a fact in the fight against Vegeta and Nappa that those dead bodies did not disappear. Besides Chaozu, blew himself up. Idiot. Look at go on. Kidnaps him, dips. Yeah. Why did Bulma hate Krillin again? Snake way so long for absolutely no reason. Oh, well, we just skipped all that. Did we hear the digging sound? Did y'all hear the digging sound? Did y'all hear the digging sound? Did y'all?
Gray Zero Nets cheered. X100. Hey Waka, I was wondering if you're able to react to Heather's the Musical this stream?
Who is Heather? And who said Heather had musical talent? Who's Heather? Anyone know who Heather is? Who's Heather? Listen to this digging sound. That's gooch. That's 100% gooch. Yeah. Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's gooch. Wait, why is Mr. Why is Mr. Popo censored? Wait, why is Mr. Popo censored? Wait, why is what was Mr. Popo doing? That's Gregory then. Oh, Yamcha getting his back plowed. Why is Yamcha? Hold on. Why is Mr. Popo censored? Why is Yamcha literally getting his back plowed? Tian's nipples are breasts are so big. Man's rocking E-cups. Why are you covering Mr. Is it because he's black facing, quote unquote? Like, or Gohan, bro. He's looking at the full moon. It's all over. Yep, he's a giant monkey. Oh. See, and I'm pissed off now because why they put these dirty toes on the screen? Now y'all gonna be salivating over the feet because I know how y'all nasties get down. Like I know how y'all get. That was a fire frame. I know how y'all get down though. Y'all see toes and y'all just. Yeah, he about to get blown up. The fact you can just grow Cybermen, like they could literally grow people as strong as Yamcha. That's how weak Yamcha is. Imagine growing asparagus and that asparagus can kill somebody. That is the Saiyans like brains. Like they grow, they probably eat Cybermen. Y'all ever had a Cyberman skewer? Like they probably have that. It's like a Venus flytrap. Imagine people dying to Venus flytraps. That's what this is. They're growing Venus. That's ridiculous.
Broke Ashel donated $5. Hello, this is my first live. Was wondering when the next YLYL is coming on YT.
What is that? You laugh, you lose? Dang. You know, I haven't been doing them because like ain't nothing funny right now. There's nothing funny going on. So that's why I can't do it. It would be a 3-hour long video. Cause ain't nothing funny. And is that what you want? Nothing funny? Rip Bozo. Why is he covered in lean? Is that Cybermen testicles? No, those are intestines. Look at him. What a sexy dragon. Bro, if y'all never seen Dragon Ball and never seen Oolong wish for the world's softest panties, bro. It was either the world's softest underwear or the world's softest panties. Like this, man, Dragon Ball was so peak, bro. And it's just panties falling onto his head. And he walked around for like a good few episodes with panties on his head, bro.
Cash hours of you sounds like a good night to me.
Huh? Wait, what do you say? Hashtag hours of you sounds like a good night to me. What do you mean by that? Wait. Because, you know, I've been getting harassed a lot today, so I don't know what you mean. I need you to clarify. Cause I'll call up my main man Harry Potter to take you out. And you don't want to see Harry Potter when you're angry, when he's angry, okay? So I need to know what do you mean by that? It's not a threat. It's not a threat. I'm just curious. Y'all know I wouldn't threaten y'all. It's out of pure curiosity I'm just curious, very curious on what you possibly could mean by that. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Harry Potter like this. There goes your halo. Yeah. Oh. Just eating it. Just eat it. Oh. Nah, bro. Nappa punched his arm so hard that it came off.
Donated $5. I don't want the smoke, dude. I was talking about a long video. Please put the tool down.
Okay. Okay. I was just making sure we were on the same page. Okay. 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 I ain't never seen in a show someone get punched so hard that an arm cuts off. I've seen someone get punched and an arm breaks, but he punched his arm off? It's next level. It's next level, bro. Man commit suicide for no reason. Nappa got no goals. Go on. You just got Piccolo killed. Beautiful impact frame. You know what they say? Rip Bozo. Why is he still blurred? Oh, everything's all good now. Goku's here.
It's over not.
A nut shot, really? That was that. I'm not gonna lie. That was so raw, Vegeta, bro. Vegeta grabbed Nappa's arm. Nappa was like, "Oh, thank you for forgiving me, Vegeta. I know we could always be the best of friends, and we're ride or die." He chucked that man in the air and blast. Oh my, Vegeta was so raw. Yo, Vegeta was so raw. He chucked that man in the air and blast. I need to rewatch Dragon Ball, bro. I'm getting horny. I'm getting horny. Man threw a fireball at him. And like he got a Naruto, not Naruto. Mario power up. Okay, Galagun versus Kamehameha. Goku Fresh going crazy. One of my favorite scenes in the show right here. Easily ×4. Yo, he's going crazy with the editing and the animation. Yep. Yo, shout out Yajirobe, bro. Yuck. Where did he just kick him to? That is not what happened. Oh, he comes back down. Wait, what? No, that's not what happens. He just kicked him to the... No, Gohan has to go giant monkey. Goku should not be walking. That's all I know. Goku should not be walking. In Waka we trust. That's valid. Someone said, "What is this?" Dang, I be forgetting like my YouTube audience isn't as nerded out like I thought they were, bro. Like I thought I cultivated some nerds, but I must have lost myself on the way. We're watching a Dragon Ball animation. They're talking about, what is this? Like, what do you mean, what is this? This is what I was built upon. You know what I'm saying? There's no Waka without Dragon Ball. So it's like, man, I must have lost myself. That makes sense. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore the fact that like Momo's Corporation is some of the smartest people to ever do it. I just realized they have the ship moving slow. That's hilarious. But Bulma's corporation is making all different types of ships. I want to see someone else use one of their ships. Like, they've only ever been used for the purpose of the main cast. What if someone else is like, hey, we need a ship to like just go to Venus or something real quick to get some pictures or something. Zarbon. Oh, I love Zarbon. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is where, like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Zarbon definitely could have been gay. Like it just gave. You know what I'm saying? Lord Frieza. I wouldn't be surprised. Dog, bro, what? Yo, he just a giant pedo, like. Nah, Krillin a grown man. What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he? No, what was he doing? Why was he acting like that? Zarbon buns? Okay, I'm gonna let's keep it 100, bro. Like, Zarbon would not be this flat. Like, I feel like Zarbon's routine would never allow him to be this flat. Like, this is low-key disgraceful. This is disrespectful for everything Zarbon stands for, bro. I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it at all. I can go for a muffin right now. Why does Ginyu head look like some testicle? What is going on with Raccoon's neck? What is going on with Raccoon's neck, bro? What is going on with Raccoon's neck, bro? Man, look at Vegeta so strong. Yep, they just get blitzed. They get blitzed, and then the goat comes. Raccoon, very well, but am in the air very well. Take advantage of me very well, like Raccoon. I don't understand Raccoon's character, bro. Raccoon is just ridiculous. Megamind? This was a crazy plot twist. Too bad it only lasted for like 4 episodes. Like, this was a very short plot twist and no one else used that move again. Bro. Off topic. What's y'all favorite Total Drama Island season? How many seasons of Total Drama is there? Wasn't there a point in time where didn't Chris get replaced? Let me see. I want to see how many seasons there are. Hold on. How many seasons of Total Drama Island are there? Okay, it only said a total of 2. The first in 2007 and the second is rebooted in 2023. Okay, so it's thinking I'm talking about Total Drama in general, okay? 7? You have Island, Action, World Tour, Revenge of the Island, All Stars, Pitu Island, Redunculous Race, and Reboot. What? Wait. But All Stars and something Island were produced and released as 2 parts of the same season. So there's 7. And then you have the spin-off Total Drama Rama where it's like them as children. I remember seeing that on my screen. I was so pissed off. Was it on Cartoon Network? I saw that pop up. I'm like, get this BS off of my screen. Marunga, the big brawling dragon. And he just fuses with a nail. Bro, imagine if all the Namekians just consistently fused, bro. Like, they would be so raw, they all just consistently fuse. I want to be immortal. This man's final thing he wanted to do in his life. His final moment is, man, he just wanted to grip Krillin. He just wanted to give Krillin a good grip on that bald forehead, bro. What do y'all think he was imagining as he was gripping Krillin all over his hairless head? Like, I don't know, bro. Uh-oh. Okay, he's about to replace him. Stab him! Yes! Yes! When Krillin got pulled up and stabbed on, and he just shook his head, and Krillin was just on his horn, and then Frieza was just like, yeah. And then I think he licked some of his blood too off his lip. He's like, I looked ridiculous doing that, bro. Do not clip that. Oh yeah, he wanted to like fake getting stronger. I would have done that one more time just for a safety. I would have done that one more time for a safety measure, bro.
Karoba_Eric's cheered.
What?
X100. I'm back. What did I miss?
You missed Yo-Yo saying that he would let himself get bit on the dingling with the spider to give him infinite stamina in bed. So, you know, he didn't really miss much. Let's see who everyone he transformed into. Okay, Predator. Who's this? Hey guys, who's this? Does anyone know off the top? Who's it? Mr. Bean? Okay. Darth Vader, Bowser. Who is it? Hold on. Who is that other person? Okay, no. Who is that? Who? Yo, who is this old white man, bro? Who is this old white man? Who is this guy? Who is that? Must be someone in chat or something. And then we get the final form. Lick. That man Frieza had infinite forms. Oh, yeah, at least got so Vegeta crying, bro. It was so sad. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That was clean, bro. This animation is clean, bro. I'm looking in chat. Someone has the audacity to say One Piece or JoJo's. Don't ever compare One Piece to that piece of garbage. Ooh, launches in the sky. What are you about to do to him, Goku? Oh, hit him. Back shot? No, that's a front shot. Okay, can we get one back shot in him? Not a singular back shot? Okay, that's unfortunate. Let me just destroy the whole world. The fact that Mr. Popo don't... Okay, the fact that Mr. Popo don't get a single line in is ridiculous. Like, let him get a single line. Let him say, call me one good time.
Mad26 donated $49.99.
Jesus, Mad.
I forgot my Twitch log in, but I gifted a whole bunch. Love you, man.
Jesus, Mad. $50? Are you mad? That was funny, right? Right. Let me do it one more time. Are you mad? my God, I should retire. Oh, I should retire anytime now. Oh, I need to retire soon. Oh my gosh. Oh golly, bro. My time's up, man. I'm washed. My time is up. Goodness, bro. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, man. You definitely could have got like 3-4 large pizzas out of that, but you know, you definitely could have got like, I was gonna say a new game, but games are about to start costing like $90 now. So like, you definitely could have get. Depends on the game. Like you could have got like 10 like, you know, horror games. You know what I'm saying? Small indie horror games if you like horror. You know, or you're like a real functioning human being and you don't like horror, because why would you like being scared? Like mwah. But like, I appreciate it, bro. Like you could have got a lot of charges with that, bro. You really okay? I'm just saying, like you know how many water bottles $50 is? You know, that's a lot of Deer Park. Okay. Wait. He gave him a thumbs up. He's talking about Vegeta wants to be immortal, and he's like, "Oh no, revive everyone and send them to this wonderland." He gets a thumbs up. Look at Goku just smacking. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Yeah. What is he eating? What could this giant man, who is green, possibly be eating? That's green. Is he eating poo? What is he? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Highest form of self-harm, bro. Frieza needs to call a hotline after that one. I can't believe Goku gave him energy too, bro. Like he wanted him to stay alive. Like Goku brain is very abnormal. Cause what do you mean, Frieza? He killed your best friend. He destroyed a planet. He's literally Space Hitler. He's like, you know what? Let me give him some more energy, man. You deserve to live. Goku, what do you mean? Do not let him be around children, bro. Do not let him be around kids. Mr. Popo in the back being censored. Bulma is twerking on Vegeta. Bulma throwing that thing all in Vegeta's eyes. Why is Yamcha dead? No, why is Yamcha dead, bro? What move is Krillin hitting right now? What? That should be par in Yamcha. That should be par in Yamcha, I'm not gonna lie. They both need to be kissing.
Yeshua
Yamcha loves that cat.
_7 cheered. X100. Canon.
Absolutely, that's canon. Par in Yamcha's canon too. Yamcha be tearing that puts. Moo, what? Moo, hold on. Oh. Okay. All right. I see. Moo, Moone. Oh, okay. Moone. Oh, okay. All right. You hope. I know. I see how they care about us, bro. I see how they treat us. Beautiful video, Cass Van Depoy. I probably butchered that whole name, bro. I'm sorry. Play Fandy's World? Who is Fandy? Who is Fandy? Does Fandy want me to play with her Fanny? Okay, guys. Krusty Krab, pizza. Krusty Krab, yeah. You know what's funnier than 24? 25! That was embarrassing. Hottest anime tongue kiss and anime best cute anime kisses, anime kissing lovely anime kiss? Yes, that's a real title. Y'all thought I was talking about nothing. I know y'all thought I was talking about nothing. No, that's the title. That's the title. The Indiana Fever definitely already played today. Hold up. What was the score of the Indiana Fever game? Oh no, it's halftime right now. Oh, the Suns they suck this season, bro. Golly. The Sun are not locked. The Sun's not locked at all. My fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm really locked in. I love the WNBA, guys. Okay. I love the WNBA. Okay. I want to don't touch me right there. No. Okay, chat, do we want to watch the scariest kid shows, or do we want to watch in the future girls pay beauty tax? I forgot to post on my live channel. 1 for scary kid shows, 2 for beauty tax. Let me post on the live channel. I 1 for kids, 2 for 1 for shows, 2 for bro, whatever I'm talking about. Whatever I'm talking about, bro. Y'all heard me. 1 for kids. Like what am I talking about? 1 for kids. 1 for all. Wait, what? I'm seeing a lot of 1s. Hold up. Okay, I just had to make sure that one. We're gonna watch the scary kids one, and then we're gonna play the car dealer game, guys. We're checking this out. Then we're playing the car dealer game. Hopefully, it's not buns. The scariest kid shows.
So the other day I made a video talking about some shows I loved as a kid. And reminiscing on all those old shows that brought joy to me reminded me of one that brought fear to me. I know everything scared me as a kid, but this was
Everything
different.
scares me now.
This show not only scared me, but
Oh yeah, SpongeBob episodes that scared me. 3 episodes. The anxiety one where it's like actually four. Actually, I don't know if the Squidward episode where everything like turned metal and they were like moving through time, I don't know if that scared me or that just made me uncomfortable. But the one episode where it was like the bus coming in and coming out, and like the anxiety episode, cause like we all feel that. We all do. It's kind of like when you order something from the store and you're carrying cash, which I don't think many people, pay with cash nowadays. But if you have cash, you're like, dang, I need to bring like at least $40 to get this $5 item because I don't want to be short. Like I'm scared of being short money. Like that's what that episode was. And then we have the gorilla episode. The gorilla episode made me uncomfortable. Bro, other episode that made me uncomfortable. The one where they drew the circle and they had to keep that bear out. That I don't know why that episode scared me as a kid, but the episode that scared me the most out of any SpongeBob episode is that dang gone butterfly episode where the butterfly just felt like it just needed to. I never need to see a butterfly that up close. I'm over here minding my own business. Get out of my face!
It also scared millions. And that show was Courage the Cowardly Dog. If you never watched this show, what's wrong with you?
I don't know if
Today,
Courage
ladies
really
and
scared
gentlemen,
me.
I'll
It
be
was just
going
a
over
really
Courage
cool
the
show, but I don't know if I
Cowardly
was
Dog,
that
and I'll be going over
scared.
3 of the scariest episodes from the show. And in the end, I'll go over the scariest Courage episode I've ever watched. So y'all know the drill. Grab your popcorn, get your stuffed animal, and try not to. First episode I'm starting with, The House of Discontent. I'm gonna let y'all know now, every time they play this episode, I just leave my living room.
Let me see if I remember
This
this
episode starts with us seeing my boy Courage and his family trying to plant a flower in the middle of the
What
night.
would y'all rate
I ain't no gardener,
Courage scale
but
1 out of 10?
is that optimal? And since they live in the literal middle of nowhere, which is pretty much a desert, it don't want to grow. They even tried doing some seance to help, but nothing. And it ain't a Courage the Cowardly Dog episode without Eustace complaining. He starts saying he's done trying to plant stuff, that he's never trying again. I mean, how many times do y'all try?
How do you deal with someone so angry?
And blood sacrifices and stuff. We
Like,
then come back
he
to the
angry
crib
for
and
no
we see
reason.
Muriel doing dishes. You know, chilling, scrub-a-dub-dubbing. When she hears a voice telling her to get out. And
Meryl could get it. Yeah. Yeah, Meryl could get it. Yeah. You know. Passionately, eye contact. Very messy. Let's continue with the video.
She thought it was just her age. She thought she was senile. But no, it was real. The kitchen drawers and utensils and food start going everywhere. Looked like it was a poltergeist.
Everybody in the house was
Eustace
on like
wouldn't say.
heroin or
Before
something,
he could hop
bro.
in the bath, the bathroom wall started breaking down. Water going everywhere.
Water bill
Get
going
Eustace
crazy.
What could have been causing this? Well, after they fall into the basement of the house,
Eustace got a... What is Eustace got that got him Meryl though? Like what does Eustace really have though? Like, let's keep it a bud. Like
Eustace and Muriel look up to see a giant floating head. This is the spirit of the harvest moon.
That's
and
creepy.
he used to scare the boo-boo out of me as a kid. He always reminded me
creepy.
of an evil version of the floating head from Power Rangers. Is it just me? And it actually...
I think as when I was younger, like you cannot combine real life in a cartoon for me. That messes with my brain. You should not be combining real life in a cartoon. That's not how this works. It's a cartoon for a reason. That's probably why the gorilla episode freaked me out. Because why did that gorilla look real? Why was it a real person in a costume? No.
He scarred me. The dark eyes or lack of eyes, his glowing white skin, and there was something about his face being saggy that just threw me off. No joke, he's in my top 5 scariest spirits on TV, right below Ko from Avatar.
Oh my goodness, Ko. Oh, Ko. Oh, Ko. Kane. Ko, he's terrifying. He terrifies me. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. I mean, I'm grown now, so he don't really scare me now, but I had to look away during this episode. It made me
That do terrify me. He's here to tell them to
Get the hell out! Get out!
Why? Because Eustace doesn't respect the land they live on. Come on. Now why we gotta punish everyone for one dude's mistake? That ain't fair. I used to hate when they did that in school. Off topic, but I remember back in high school, I was on the track team for like a month. And this one time we were running a 5K, which was already horrible. That's like 3 miles. And when we finished, one of the captains told us we had to run it again. All because this one kid in the back was just running too slow. Man,
That's fair. It's sports.
Wackawackamun cheered. X100. Waka, it's you from the future. Or me from the future, I don't know how to say it. But
What?
you need to play Dex of Dexterity or Yo-Yo will touch you.
How does he touch us? I need details, man, because I just can't put everything down and just get straight to how. I need deets. Please give me deets. can't just say that, bro. Not just out of nowhere. Like, I would never like not give myself details. So that's how I know you're not me, bruh. Play the game called My First Femboy Date. That sounds interesting. We're about to look. Oh, breast. Sorry, like the horror lady girl was back on my screen again from earlier. Okay, what do you say? It's called First Femboy? Oh, My First Femboy Date. Very positive, LGBTQ, visual novel, nudity. I can't play that, bro. There's nudity in it. This is marked as an adult game only. And the art style... I don't want to tell y'all what I just saw. I don't want to tell y'all what I just saw. I might have to tell y'all what I just saw, but I don't want to. Like, bro. I just saw animated breasts on a body with animated dingle naked. Yo, get this off my screen. I saw erected pink tip. B cups.
Wackawackamun cheered. X100. He breaks into our home and does it aggressively and passionately, and Rob says this is the last number of bits I can summon, so take caution.
I can't even chill. I can't even. Hey chat, would y'all watch me play a game called Level Devil? Would y'all? Sorry, I'm going through it, bro. If y'all saw what I saw, you would be like, oh my goodness, Waka, how did you not in stream? That's how that was. If you saw what I saw. Anyways, let's try to play this car dealership game. Wow, that sucks. I've actually seen that game before. Of course you have, you freak. Like, of course you have. I think I might play Cuphead soon. Hold on, I need to send a message to my friend. So yeah, I saw that game like years ago and I never like chose to play it, but you know, since you recommended it to me, I may give it a shot. My fault, bro. But I'm definitely gonna fly to Cali if I get jump scared. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm flying to Cali. I'm beating you up. But I'm gonna end the voice message. You get what I'm saying. Guys, I choked. I choked so badly right there, guys. Golly, man. I tried. Waka's a mean friend. Mean. Let's play this car dealer game. Are y'all ready to get your car dealing on? I know all about fancy cars and vroom vrooms. Hopefully the game doesn't crash the computer. Oh, an error occurred while launching the game. Whoa, that's ironic. This game is made by Car Race Monkeys. I guess it was meant for y'all to watch this, huh? You baboons! Oh, I'm lagging. Oh, my frames are dropping. Oh. I guess I'm not allowed to game. I think my OBS is breaking. I might have to uninstall OBS. I'm not about to play with drop frames every single time I hop in a game. So I'm definitely okay. Yeah. I'm definitely going to. Okay, so what I'm definitely gonna do is before my next stream, I'm going to reinstall OBS because it keeps doing this. You're the one playing. It's not my fault, bro. Like literally, this don't happen. This happened for no reason. So there's two things we could do, right? I could keep on reacting, or we could just go to Total Drama in the YouTube stream, right? But unfortunately, we cannot play that game, which is very frustrating because I planned on playing that game for like 2 hours, and then I was gonna play the big breast stream. But if I can't play the games, then like what's the point?
Gray Zero Nets cheered. X100. Hey Waka, are you able to react to Heather's the Musical this stream?
No, don't. Okay, I'm gonna look up Heather's the Musical, and if it looks stupid, I'm banning you. What's your name? Gray O Nets. Okay, guys, remember Gray O Nets, so we can ban them. And when we look up Heather the Musical, and it's garbage. Okay. Heather's the Musical. Do I look like a musical lover? Like, does that look like something I am? Okay, Heather's the Musical.
Attention, Westerberg students.
Broadway, 2 hours. All right, let's ban him. This man sent me a 2-hour Broadway show. He sent me a 2-hour Broadway show. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? She meant the world tour version. Why would I watch the world tour version if I'm watching world tour right now? You're trying to spoil me. Ban them twice. They're trying to spoil me, bro. That's an ultra ban. Never unbanned again. The worst types of teachers.
I have nothing but love, respect, and appreciation for my parents. However, I can't help but question their decision-making abilities when they decided to put their trust into these nefarious beings for 6 to 8 hours a day to watch over and teach us. Teachers might be the closest
I had a lot of good
to
teachers.
Demons incarnate. The amount of BS that teachers would disperse on
Besides the ones who, touched but besides them
incarcerated for life. So in today's video, we will be discussing the worst types of teachers as well as a lot of
Thank you, Ducks and Me 1029 for the sub.
their tendencies. Comment down below your worst experience with a teacher and like and subscribe if you're new. Now the first teacher that we have to discuss is a classic but no less diabolical than the rest. The teachers that spam homework and tests. Now look, let me preface this by stating
I didn't get teachers that spam both. They spammed one or another. You either had a bunch of homework or you had a bunch of tests. The teachers that gave a bunch of homework, they gave like 4 tests, and if you did bad on one test up there, your grade's cooked. There's no bringing that one up, buddy. Your grade is over. I know my math teacher, they would give a test a week. Is a test a week bad? Is that a lot of tests? We would go through the whole week having like homework 1 or 2 days, and then we get a test on Friday. And then that's typically how the week went. I don't know how much is a lot of tests though. I think a test a week is about average. English was like a test a month. English was a whole bunch of homework. Oh my goodness, they wanted you to read at home. Oh my gosh, why would you want me to read at the house? Why would you want me to read, period? I'm getting pissed off just thinking about it. Science was, I never had a problem with science. No matter what, like I was always able to chill with science and history.
I know tests and homework are part of school and whatnot, but these niggas pass out tests like Halloween candy, bro. First, let's talk about homework. Teachers will pass out 3 hours worth of homework, knowing that we have other classes.
Homework in middle school was horrible. High school was really chill when it came to homework. Now that I think about it, besides like math, no one else really gave homework. But middle school, I felt like middle school, they're like, guys, we're only giving you all this homework to prepare you for high school. That did not happen in high school. We did not have that much homework in high school. Y'all were torturing me and playing it off as preparing me. I know these games, sicko. You're psychotic.
worry about. Like, bro, I had teachers tell me to my face that they care about my mental health and then assign a 12-page packet in an online quiz due in the same day. I also hate when teachers clickbait with the homework. Like in class, they'll be going over how to answer certain problems and the questions will be mad easy. So now everyone in the class is hyped because we're expecting the homework to be just as easy. But when everybody goes home and pulls out the homework, it's Harvard level questions. They
do your in. You're like, okay, you're getting confident. Whoa, you think you can do this? Yeah. What's the cosine? What's the tan? I'm tan. I don't know. I didn't know tan was in math. Tan is sun plus skin. That's what tan is supposed to mean. It's not supposed to be incorporated with numbers. Pissing me off, bro.
Practicing times tables today in class. Why does my homework have letters? Not to mention that a lot of students have jobs, play sports, and have other responsibilities.
I've seen engineering students equations. It just looks like depression. Engineering students homework looks like straight depression, bro. They will spend hours trying to figure out 4 questions.
But teachers seem to be Stevie Wonder to that shit though. All this work causes students to stay up till the fucking rooster cries and have to go to school all over again at 7 or 8 in the morning. I also feel like homework is just a cop-out solution.
God, guys.
IDKJJ cheered.
Please don't be stupid. Come on, please.
One time my PE teacher had something called apples, which was money, but only for the girls. So when the boys confronted him about it, he gave us money and said use this to buy bits to donate to Waka, and then he went back to watching the girls squat down. Crazed Coconut donated $5. Please play Deltarune next stream. It's the best game I've ever played and you need to experience it.
Why did my name get incorporated into your BS? You could have BS without my name. I didn't need to be involved. Deltarune? I feel like that. I was told that's like a sequel to like Undertale. I need to beat Undertale first.
Rain donated $5. Waka, we need you.
Rain is back. Shout out Rain, bro. What time did y'all have to get to school, bro? The only thing that was, high school, I think we had to get to school at like 8:50. We had to be in class by 8:50. Middle school, they need us in class at like 7:30. Oh my gosh, I'm remembering that, bro. 7:30? Like, this is not Lazy Town, bro. I'm not going to sleep that early.
Munoborn cheered. X100. HII Waka, I once got caught gooning to your stream and got suspended for a week. L admin.
L admin? You should have been expelled. What do you mean a week?
Because they didn't teach.
Bro, y'all talk to me like that right now, bro. Imagine if I was a girl, bro. I'd be getting harassed nonstop. Wouldn't get a break.
All over again at 7 or 8 in the morning. I also feel like homework is just a cop-out solution because they didn't teach whatever they were supposed to teach in class. Now, as much as getting a lot of homework sucks, I think getting a lot of tests is even worse. I've had classes in which I got a test every week, and you have to study completely new chapters every week, and tests are already about 99% of your grade. And as I stated earlier, most people have between 6 and 8 classes. And once I had
homework is, I think there was a few. Math is probably the only time I had homework, and it actually did help me. Because math is stupid.
5 different tests and 5 different classes Monday through Friday. Bro. Also, I want to give a big extra fuck you to the teachers that make students complete exit slips before they can leave. They would deadass pass them out when there's 10 seconds left until the bell rings.
Yep, you gotta finish the last question. Oh, man. Ooh. Don't drop out, kids. Okay? Don't worry. Like, it could be worse. Don't drop out. Oh, gosh.
IDKJJ Ambar cheered. X100. I saw a monkey in the zoo and it started running and then it started burping out bits and I collected then to donate to you, Waka. And have you ever gone to the zoo?
Yes. How did you think I met y'all? Went to the baboon enclosure. I did a meet and greet there. I was like, dang, a lot of people I know here. A lot of people from my chats here. Let's hold a meet and greet. That's how I met y'all. So yes, I've 100% went to the zoo enclosure. I've seen y'all. Yes.
Overall, 2 out of 10. Now we have to talk about the teachers that blame the entire class for something one student did. If you watch my first video discussing
I never had a
types of
class like that. I've had, you know, that's like sports, but a class?
Do you already know about the class clowns whose jokes often make my brain shrink?
Rain
These niggas
donated $5. As the asteroid hurtled toward Earth, Waka was upset her dentist appointment had been canceled.
What? What? Wait, what are you talking about? I want to raid with my chat, but I can't. Why? I don't know why you're asking me, man. I'm just here. Waka, you make me happy, dude. You're cool. And I'm glad you're such a cool dude. I haven't been feeling well. Hope stream goes well. Oh, you're such a nice guy.
Often cause the teacher to get mad and unleash their bullshit amongst the class. But instead of punishing the sole student who caused the issue, they decided to tarnish the entire class and treat us like a package deal. And as a chill student who didn't really do much, I always found myself getting
Who's been
hosed
y'all
by my
coolest
teachers
teacher?
who
I
take
think
their
my
midlife
coolest teacher
crisis.
ever was a history teacher, bro. We would like sit up the desk and we would like pretend it was war, and then we would like chuck paper balls at each other. Yo, that class was lit.
It's out on the entire class. I don't even know what be going through their mind when they do that shit. Like, imagine if your neighbor commit a crime and the entire neighborhood gets arrested, bro. They always talking about one person's gonna ruin it for the whole class. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? All you're doing is turning the entire class against you like Kanye. Overall, 2 out of 10. Now we gotta talk about the
Sometimes that one person be
teacher.
that bad that like you can't do certain things. What? Wait, hold on. Did I mishear what he said?
Overall, 2 out of 10. Now we gotta talk about the creepy / pedo teachers. We all know or had that one creepy ass teacher that would always try to rizz up the fine girl in class.
The crazy part is I don't. Oh no, I did have one teacher like that, but they were never caught doing anything. They actually left the school because of how badly the students were treating them. Were they that weird though? No, I think they were just friendly overall. Like, I don't think they had favorites. They were just too friendly. Like, they weren't bad enough to the bad kids, but besides them, I can't think of anyone who played extreme favorites. Sometimes I think teachers, they don't play favorites. They just ignore the bad kids because they just view them as a lost cause. So as they see them constantly disrupting, they're like, I'm going to just ignore them because there is no point. I'm not getting nothing with them anyways.
Rain donated $5. Waku didn't understand why his parents wouldn't let him sell his little sister at the garage sale.
Okay, first off, don't start telling my whole life story, bud. All right? Don't start telling my whole life story, man. Keep that to yourself. Okay, that was supposed to be between me and you, Rain. And you're out here just blabbering away. I'm not rocking with the vibe, Rain. Not rocking with it.
Class. There was a gym teacher in my middle school who always used to try and talk to the girls in that class, and he would always watch them when we did push-ups, even though there was a female
I
gym
never had a
teacher in that
creepy gym
class,
teacher.
too. And I've also heard other stories about
My gym
teachers
teacher
who
was
are
cool.
always being perverts around the female students. Take your old ass on Tinder and stay the fuck away from kids, you Jared Fogle wannabe. If I had a daughter and I found out that her teacher is being suggestive or preying on her, I'm sending that nigga to his ancestors quicker than Nick Cannon has kids. Overall, negative 2,389,452 out of 10. Now we got the dumb teachers. Now you might be wondering, Gabe, how is there such a thing as a dumb teacher? They're certified. Well, them niggas must have spark noted their way through college.
Oh, I did have a dumb
teachers
teacher.
seem to be
Oh
learning-
my goodness, I did. I could not stand them. I could not. Oh my gosh. And I had to take. It was an elective, bro, and I need another elective, but they were not the brightest, bro, at all.
X100. Waka, my history teacher, had to teach about the slaves, and he said for all the black kids to come up and they has a bunch of white kids come up and they had to tell us to work. But while we were doing it, one of the white kids that I licked started laughing and told me that we didn't.
Thank you, TTS, just shutting that up. Talking about absolutely nothing.
the fucking subject with me, bro. Like, how are you gonna teach me a subject, not even know what the hell you're talking about half the time? They're lucky that we have access to Google, Quizlet, and other ways to figure out.
All
how
my
to do the
main
work.
core
All these
class
teachers
teachers
need
were
their
straight.
diplomas revoked. Also, in a stats class that I took, the teacher was old as hell. Like, I mean, his first pet was a velociraptor, and not only did he not know what the fuck he was doing, he taught slow as hell. Like, it felt like Doctor Strange had put time in slow motion or something. All in all, I find myself having to teach myself most of the time.
Same.
Overall, 4 out of 10. Now we gotta talk about the teachers that don't know the meaning of personal space. And these might arguably be the worst type of teacher because these niggas cause me physical pain. First, we got the teacher who brushed their teeth with motor oil and used vinegar as mouth.
This is a very unfortunate mouth. This mouth is very, very unfortunate. Thank you, Born, for the sub. Thank you. Thank you, Born. This mouth has gone through a lot. Someone pray for this mouth. That's a very questionable sentence, but I don't take it back. Second off, I do appreciate the teachers when like you mess something up, they will come to you and they will like they're not going to sit here and be like, so basically here on question 5, Waka, you didn't carry the 1 and then you didn't solve for the exponent. So basically I'm gonna tell you that you're one of the 3 people in this class who got this answer wrong. Yeah, you're stupid. Like, you know, I appreciate a quiet teacher that just like, you know what I'm saying, relax.
Teachers love to get in your face when they help you and release their hazardous breath and pollute all the air within a 50-foot
I can't remember a
like,
stank breath teacher.
No need for us to damn near be making out for you.
Did y'all have a stank breath teacher?
And now we have to discuss what is probably the most relatable part of this video. When someone next to you asks for help and the teacher decides to give you a personal lap dance, except instead of your lap, it's your fucking face. I think they do this on purpose. Like, this is a part of their contract that they sign with the school. All I know is that they better put that shit away before
Gotta put butt in the face.
They sign with the school. All I know is that they better put that shit away before I grab me a handful of.
Oh, okay. Wow. Interesting. That's woo.
But overall, 3 out of 10. Now we gotta talk about the teachers that pick favorites. As humans, we're all gonna have some type of bias.
Absolutely. I pick
Rain
favorites all the
donated
time.
$10. Waka's left side stepped gingerly onto the bridge, knowing that subs awaited on the other side.
Rain, why are you like making a poem, bro? Are you making a story? What chapter are we on? I feel like we're just jumping through chapters right now, Rain. What are you blabbering about? Oh my gosh.
IDKJJ Ambar cheered. X100. If Waka did that I would. Not grabbed it, it would be an unacceptable thing for me to grab Waka's backside. I would never.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah.
Diddy RFG cheered. X100. Please buy Deltarune. I will do anything you say, Waka. If you do, please, please, and please.
Leave me alone, Diddy!
You start letting it show, especially in the regard of treating students differently, then it becomes a problem. This has been the case for
Lord.
Big Moose _M cheered. X100. Dear Waka, can you give me VIP? I've been a dedicated supporter of you and I need that purple color to my name. Also, I need to be a priority monkey of your chat. So please can you when you get the time.
Y'all think Big Moose deserves a VIP? When y'all think of Big Moose, y'all think of very important person? Close your eyes and just think. Here, let me give you thinking music.
I'm getting horny. I'm getting horny. I'm getting horny.
Do you think of a Big Moose right now?
I'm getting.
Are you hallucinating?
I'm getting horny.
A big moose right now. I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Big Moose, if I do remember, you may get it. You do have both chats backing you right now.
IDKJJ Ambar cheered. X100. Waka, how about you drop that VIP on me? I used to goon to you with my brother.
Now, Chad,
Rain
does
donated $5.
IDK deserve VIP, Chad? When y'all close your eyes and think of IDK, do y'all envision someone who deserves VIP? I'm seeing a whole lot of no's. I'm not seeing a single yes. Well, there you go, IDK.
damn near every teacher that I've had. They always pick on the same students to answer questions, and the teacher always be glazing talking about, Amanda, you are so smart. I'm glad to have a student like you. Meanwhile, my hand has been raised for the past 10
$5. Yes.
Thank you, Ram. The thing about this one, though, they pick the same students because they don't feel like, answer the getting like picking someone who they think is gonna get the answer wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because if Lily keep holding her hand up and getting the answers right, I'm gonna keep picking her so we can get through this school day as fast as possible.
100. Waka, I'm sorry. I just want to see you play Sweet Deltarune.
Diddy, please don't talk to me no more. All right, Diddy, please.
questions, but I get ignored like I'm Courage the Cowardly Dog. But then when my hand is down, they want to pick on me first. Overall, 3 out of 10.
Now, I hate when teachers pick on students and their hands are not
that
up.
are overly strict and go on power trips. First, we got the bell doesn't dismiss you. I do. Bullshit. Okay, well then the bell shouldn't determine when I come to class then. There has been times where our entire class has left the room when the bell rang and the teacher tries to pull out that saying. What the fuck is the point of making us wait 3 extra seconds? We didn't care because she's not gonna write all of us a referral. Another thing I hate is when teachers try to stop students from packing up their stuff when there's like 60 seconds up to class. Teachers really think that they're major pain in this bitch. I feel like most teachers got swirlies and noogies when they were in school, and now they feel like they need to boss everyone around and take their childhood trauma out on us. Back in my freshman year, I had a teacher who would give you lunch detention if you weren't in your seat when the bell rung. It didn't matter if you were actually in the classroom.
No, that's me watching.
SpongeBob RN.
I should watch SpongeBob right now and then get my stream blicked because it's copyrighted. You're such a small guy. Thank you, Rain. Thank you. I appreciate you and all your help, Rain. You're just trying to set me up, Rain. You're not slick.
They'll give you a lunch detention. There's also the teachers that be pressing niggas about dress code. Look, I know for a first-hand fact that there are people who come to school half naked and shit, but there have been times where a teacher will throw a temper tantrum because a girl's shoulder is showing. And then you got the teachers that stop the whole class when you're talking to your friend and making a big deal talking about, I'll wait. Nobody in this class gives a damn about me talking to someone right next to me, but you're gonna stop the whole class and try to yell at me, claiming that I'm distracting others and shit.
I mean, sometimes y'all do be distracting though. Like sometimes y'all we don't want to hear you say, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest, if I'm in class, I'm not trying to hear your side conversation either.
Be offended.
I'm really not, bro.
$10. Hi Waka, I've been watching you since 300k subs.
Oh,
and
really?
You've helped me through a lot.
Oh?
Anyways, here's my dono virginity and some Papa John's.
Like, you couldn't, like, you were almost swell. I almost said thank you. I almost appreciated that. And then you ruined it. You went and messed it up. And for what? What did you gain for messing it up? Nothing. You gained nothing. You should try elephant foreskin. You must be talking about the food talk video. That's what it is. That's what it is. You must be talking about food talk.
Waka lived on Monkey Jungle Road, and that seemed to explain all of her strangeness.
Rain, where did you get the money to just donate and talk about nothing? Like there's not you haven't said a serious thing yet. Where's the money coming from? What wallet, purse was stolen? Let us know. Whose credit card are you using?
And I know you've all experienced that teacher that had no sympathy or compassion. You could tell your English teacher that a nuclear explosion terminated your whole family last night, and they would still expect you to have all your homework done and turned in. Overall, negative 38 out of 10. Now there's the teachers that humiliate and degrade their students. These are the people that every rapper said that they had as a teacher who told them they weren't gonna be shit, but they really exist. These teachers are really just the scum of the earth.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have one of those. I ain't never seen a teacher like completely just degrade a student. I'm gonna keep it a bug.
The ones who try to belittle their students instead of educating.
Have you ever been belittled by a teacher?
And are there for a check. You know the ones who say, I already went over that. You should have been paying attention. And I get it. Sometimes students
That's not being belittled. That's you not paying attention. I don't know, bro.
Paying attention. But sometimes people just don't understand, and the teacher shouldn't make you feel dumb or stupid for not understanding the topic. I believe that anybody can pass any subject they apply themselves, but everybody's going to be stronger in some areas and weaker in others. Teachers are dead ass bigger bullies than students most of the time. Overall, negative.
No. Teachers are not bigger bullies than students. Absolutely not. That's cap.
IDKJJ Ambar cheered. X100. Waka, this is IDK Jambar's brother. I would like to apologize for his crimes against you. I will implode him and feed him Indian food as the punishment if he dares to hurt you again.
Is Indian food bad or something? Like, is Indian food like British food? Like, why was that a punishment? Oh, Diddy's back.
Diddy RFG cheered. X100. My history teacher was complaining about us slacking off, and ironically he was found looking at CP on his school laptop during class and was arrested.
Huh. Well, isn't that something? Huh. All right. Moving on.
7 out of 10. Finally, we have the teachers that indulge in full-course meals during class. We all have had that English teacher that eats salad and takes half an hour to chew when you have a question. My math teacher from 7th grade used to eat an entire family bag size of chips every other day. But to be fair, she was built like a king-size mattress, so she probably needed the calories to support that refrigerator of a body. But what really pisses me off about teachers that eat in class is that they won't let us eat in class. It's the most hypocritical thing I've ever been a part of.
I was eating in class like crazy. I don't know what class I didn't eat in. I was eating, bro. I had my lunch and then I had my snacks for every class. No one was about to stop me from eating. Something was getting ate every class.
To shit around the classroom. But compared to the other teachers we covered, they're pretty tame. Overall, 5 out of 10. But I think that's gonna be it for all the teachers I have to talk about in this video.
What does Waka is R mean? R what? Or what? Does he look at chats or only gifted? I be looking at chat and I'm like, I look at y'all like some of y'all don't be saying nothing. And then I get harassed audibly in my ears. And then I'm like, oh, it's harassment day. It's harassment day. Let me see your teeth. They not wide enough. I'm about to bust real quick. Close your eyes.
Let me know your worst experience with the teacher and what they did and what made you hate them so much.
Oh, man.
Diddy RFG cheered.
Oh, he's back.
X100. I'm Diddy Kong, not P. Diddy. Also, I have no more money, so goodbye, Waka. PS play Deltarune.
Bye, Diddy. Good riddance. My worst experience with a teacher is like 4th grade. I got my phone taken. I went and I took my phone back, and then they found out I took my phone back, and they made me walk the playground for like the rest of the school year. I think we were like halfway through the school year, so the other half of the school year I couldn't play on the playground. I just had to walk and walk. It got to a point, right? Golly.
Rain donated $5. June 17th is National Eat Your Vegetables Day, National Root Beer Day, National Cherry Tart Day, National Mascot Day, and National Apple Strudel Day.
So it got to a point where like I asked the teacher, I'm like, today's like, I forgot what day it was, but I'm like, today's a special day. Can I please play? Tell me why this teacher forgot I was just walking around the playground. They forgot the punishment they gave to me. They forgot their punishment for me. Pissed off. Absolutely pissed off, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. When are you gonna make If You Laugh, You Lose? Man, you know, when should I make it? Like, when should I record? When should I record? Should I record tomorrow? Should I record it like what's today? Monday? Is it Monday or Tuesday? Today's Tuesday? Okay, should I record it Wednesday, Thursday? Now, yo, yes, sure, right now. I'm not doing it right now, okay? So, I'm asking y'all. Tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, because if I record it, I'm not gonna stream that day. Because that video could go on for a long time. Because like I said, ain't nothing funny. So I'm seeing a lot of tomorrows. I'm seeing some neck week. It's your neck week, baby. I can't do nothing with a weak neck, baby. You gonna have to toughen that thing out, baby. Yeah.
Rain donated $5. Thursday.
All right, so I'll be doing it Friday. Thank you, Rain. I appreciate your help. He really thought that I was about to listen to him. He really thought I was about to listen to him. He really thought I was about to listen to him. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's all in my nose. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, it's all in my nose. I need to go blow it. Oh goodness. Y'all might be asking, what could possibly be in your nose? I don't even want to say. I don't know if it's appropriate. I'll be right back. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. I need to post another video to the live channel. I forgot. Again.
Rain donated $5. How y'all doing? Lele 2 Yuck donated $4.99. Hey Waka.
Come here. Why are you acting like you not hiding? Why are you acting like that? That's my girl. That's my girl. Who's your baby? You're scratching me. You're scratching me. Ow! Down. Sit. Good girl. Come on. Catch it. Good girl.
Rain donated $5. Have you eaten dog before?
Bye. Oh, you're coming back? Oh. What's your plan? What are you trying to do? What's your plan? What's up? Come here. Yeah, she's not trying to play with me. She don't want to play with me now. Spam twerk to see Waka shake it. Okay. All right. Oh.
Above average donated $10. Waka, can you give your children attention too? HMPH.
F them kids. Give them children attention. What? Oh, Tommy dropped a video. Let's watch one of those. Tommy, I was told Tommy, he gets mad at me on my streams because I don't be seeing his chats. I'm sorry, Tommy, bro. I'm sorry. I love you, Tom.
IDKJJ Ambar cheered. X100. I don't know what to say in this message anymore, so I love you, Waka.
I love you too, IDK. You can stop donating now. You can keep your thoughts to yourself now. All right. All right. Hey, yo, pause. Wait, pause for what? What did I do? What did I... Wait, pause? Wait, okay, let me pause. Let's watch this video, bro.
Rain donated $5. Waka, you skin is brown.
Why old cartoons are getting revived?
The hype of cartoon shows from their prime in the 90s to the late 2010s was something we thought would never stop. Every year we had new bangers that was dropping that everyone was watching.
And
at the time when cable TV was...
It all stopped and started going downhill once Cartoon Network started introducing Clarence, Uncle Grandpa. But the sign of the decline in TV shows, cartoons, should have been when Steven Universe came out. Like, that was a clear sign that, oh, we're about to head towards garbage. Like, Steven Universe, that was the dirt. You know what I'm saying? That was the first dunt into us heading towards garbage. Promise you.
Is actually worth it. Y'all remember cable TV? Good times. There wasn't a time as a kid I wasn't entertained while watching cartoons. It's sad to know that whole era that we grew up in, and every kid I wasn't entertained while watching cartoons. It's sad.
Cartoon over late 90s, early 2000s. Okay, I'd seen Dexter's. I didn't really see much of Powerpuff. Didn't see much of Johnny. I saw Identity.
Wackawackamun cheered. X100. Nah, Steven Universe's peak in the future, you on one.
Like, that's how I know you're lying. Like, I would never say, I literally would never say that. Samurai Jack, never watched it. Courage Cowardly Dog, yeah, that was a hit. SpongeBob, hit. Fairly Odd Parents, hit until they introduced that stupid dog. Like, Poof was already stretching it. But then that dog got introduced, don't know what they're doing anymore. Avatar: The Last Airbender, hit. Like, just hit. Oh my gosh.
IDKJJ Ambar cheered. X100. Waka, you want some watermelon? I'm eating some right now, and also Steven Universe, so Rain donated $5. Steven Universe getting a new show, TFU on about.
Steven Universe is getting a new show? Yo, we're so not locked as a society, bro. But let's get back to it. Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom was cool. I wouldn't call it a hit. Invader Zim, I was not a fan of Invader Zim. Jimmy Neutron, hit.
To know that whole era that we
Venture Time hit. Regular Show hit. Gumball hit. Polar Bear in Texas. What is this thing? What is this being here for? Why is Teen Titans Go here? Okay. Not hit. Steven Universe is not a hit. Teen Titans Go is not a hit. We Bare Bears is a hit, though.
For the past 30 years basically is never coming back and is officially dead. The amount of people watching cable TV has been dropping and dropping for a decade, and the amount of kids is even less. I don't even remember the last time I booted up my TV to browse through channels and see what was on. And because instead of watching cartoons, kids are choosing to watch TikTok and streamers, all our childhood networks are heading
streamers?
on threat. Like,
why would you watch a stream? Like, I don't understand that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's something about streaming. I could never stream personally. It's too much going on, bro. Too much going on. I'm gonna stay chilling, bro. I couldn't do streaming though. That's not my bag.
None of these networks have had a hit in years, and they don't even try to make them anymore.
I heard Craig's Creek was a hit, though.
Putting their money into a show that isn't guaranteed to get them money. From a business standpoint,
I heard Loud House was a hit,
but it still sucks. Like, instead of paying for a new season of a show that might flop and get terrible ratings, they could pay 1/15 of the amount to the kid's favorite influencer and have them guaranteed buy whatever sponsor it is. Kids are sponges that soak up anything they consume, so the sponsors are gonna go to what they consume. Dude, when I was younger, I remember...
He just called you a sponge, guys. He called all y'all sponges. How does that make y'all feel emotionally? Do you feel like you're a sponge? Do you feel like you just soak up anything like someone like puts in front of you? Like, for example, if I just started like waving around Beats earbuds, would y'all consume?
Lele 2 Yuck donated $4.99. I think I've had the worst show. I was stuck in home watching Wonder Pets, loudly crying, folded hands.
Wait. Are you dissing Wonder Pets? Wait, hold. No. I must have misunderstood what you're talking about. Because I know you didn't just diss Underpets and thought we were about to agree with you. I know that's not what you just did. I must be mistaken. I must be mishearing, misunderstand what you're saying. Because I know you. And then your name Lele, like Coffin and Lele. You sleep with your brother? Ban him, bro. Ban him. Ban him. Ban him, bro. Get him out. I know you didn't come in here thinking you were about to just diss Wonder Pets. I know you didn't think that was about to happen. Wonder Pets' is butts. Ban him too. What? Nah, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. Like they thought they were safe with Wonder Pet slander over here. What are we doing? You're in Japan? Shout out Japan.
Seeing that fushigi ad all the time, and phone sponsors are gonna go to what they consume. Dude, when I was younger, I remember seeing that fushigi ad all the time.
$5. Waka, you doing?
Shut up, Brain. Go back in the air. Turn to precipitate. No, wait, that was. Go back to evaporating. There we go. Stay evaporated. Stay in the clouds. This is out of your element, Rain. Completely out of your element. Don't comment on this. You don't know what you're talking about if you think I'm doing too much. Okay, Rain. All right.
So the sponsors are gonna go to what they consume. Dude, when I was younger, I remember seeing that fushigi ad all the time and foaming at the mouth.
Fushigi looks so cool, but at the same time, I'm like, I know it's just a ball. I know it's just a ball. So what are we making it look cool for? It's just a ball.
The whole thing was a scam and it was just a regular metal ball. My younger self could have never comprehended that. Good thing my parents were too poor to get me one. Because of the continuous downfall of these channels, they had to start thinking of something else. The original Cartoon Network studio had to shut down last year and merge with Warner Bros. Because of spending. So clearly everything isn't
that did happen.
And all these companies know the one way to get your money back guaranteed is nostalgia. Which is why so many cartoon shows are getting either revived or rebooted. To list
that is true.
Yo, Waka.
I'm streaming. What's up?
Yeah, I'm streaming too. I did something to myself, and I feel like I look better. You know, it's 2025, the big 25. Got to come different, got to look different, and I just need you to be honest on how I look.
Okay,
right?
let me pull your stream up on my end so my people can see it too. I'm not gonna look. I'm just seeing your name, clicking on it. Okay. Show me what you got going on.
You're gonna think I'm like extremely attractive, so
okay.
tread lightly, bro. Are you ready?
All right, I'm locked.
3, 2, 1.
Like, what am I seeing?
You're not fucking with the eyebrows?
You look like
different color.
You look like you ate someone's butt, but they didn't wipe. Like you went head first. Was it good?
I don't eat ass, bro.
No, but like what? But was it good though?
What was eating ass?
The butt. No, this must have been that girl that snatched your chain, huh? Cause you did say she stunk. The girl that got your chain, that got your you ate her butt.
You're blocked. You're blocked, nigga. You're blocked. That's it. I don't want to hear walking ever again in my life. Yo, if I see that nigga, it's up. It's up, nigga. You gonna bring back my trauma? It's already enough to say you say I ate ass. Now you bringing up my trauma, my nigga?
Man. I think I did a good thing, guys.
Yo, bro, it's GG's, bro. Yo,
I think I did a good thing.
Yo, don't make me see you again, bro. Don't make
he was
me
ducking me
see
all
your
the
ass.
Con. So
Real shit.
Don't let him see
Waka
that.
would beat you in a fight. Wait, if Waka's still here, yo, I gotta show him the drawing that y'all made, bro. If you're gonna make me feel like that, I gotta make you feel some sort of way too. Hold on, 1 second. Where is it? Yeah.
Yo!
Shit. No, but y'all made him look cooler than me. I don't like, bro.
Yo,
this shit is
I'm
just
a
making
thug?
me feel awkward. But I don't care what anyone says.
Bro, what?
I look amazing. 10 out of fucking 10.
Dog, what?
No one's gonna like. Here's the thing, chat. Everyone called
That look
Cardi weird, gay, XYZ.
That look good.
Until
That
we
look
saw
good,
how
chat.
cool it was.
What y'all
Let it
think?
simmer
That
in y'all brain a little bit.
am
and
I
then
am I
watch
giving
how
thug?
Everyone switches up and says I'm the coolest thing in the world. J2, I appreciate.
Am I giving thug, guys? You look mad tough. Thank you, dog. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do look mad.
Rain donated $5. That made Waka look better. NGL.
Period.
First off, so Phineas and Ferb got rebooted and is already releasing episodes. The
I heard Phineas and Ferb got a hit reboot.
Amazing World of Gumball is coming back this year.
I mean, it's a
Regular
hit.
Show was coming back this year.
Regular Show was coming back? King of the Hill? Bobby's grown up, but they both look the same. She looked like she being held hostage, bro. Someone's pointing a gun at her head. King of the Hill's coming back?
King of the Hill is coming back this year. Futurama is coming back this year.
Is Teen Titans coming back?
And of course, the greatest of them all, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
I don't care about Mickey, bro! I can't stand this rat! Always trying to touch people. Come inside, it's fun. Leave me alone, bro.
Is coming back this year. All the other shows, all I need to hear was Mickey's back. All these shows are coming back for one main reason, like I said, which is nostalgia.
I thought Mickey
Millennials
never
and
left
Gen
like
Z are
Sesame
known
Street.
to eat up any reboots or revivals that come out. Like, no matter how good or dog they are, people are sad and fiending for the new season. A perfect example of how this could go bad, though, is the Velma show. I still can't comprehend that a bunch of board
I
directors
never
sat
watched
down in
it,
a
bro.
room
I
and had this pitched to them.
Should
and
I
decided
watch
to
it?
make
Is
Since
it
a lot of
peak?
people have nostalgia for Scooby-Doo through the cartoons and movies, the Velma show was guaranteed to viewers off the jump. Once people started watching and realizing how dog it was, because people were still watching and hate watching it,
I'm getting told call Sala back. Oh, why are you telling me to call him back? Yeah, sure, mate. I think it might just be one person. I could just be.
Is always on D&D. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's calling other people.
Paul Cannell.
Yeah. Y'all just blabbering. Where is Tommy's video at? There we go.
started watching and realizing how dog it was, because people were still watching and hate watching, it managed to get a second season. So just because of the nostalgia alone of Scooby-Doo, the Velma show automatically got viewers, then automatically got a second season because people were hating on it. And best
how
believe
long
these
am I gonna have
studios
to wait for a Ginny and Georgia season 4? How long am I going to have to wait for a Ginny and Georgia season 4? Oh, I want a muffin too, bro. I'm going through it, man. I'm going through it. Bro is 2 years late for that show. The new season just came out last week. What do you mean 2 years? It just came out last week. What are you blabbering about?
Know that now that we're grown, we got grown money to be spent because people were hating on it. And best believe these studios know that now that we're grown, we got grown money to be spent. Whenever they do sell some type of merch, we immediately run to buy it for the nostalgia. A lot of these companies do make money off of licensing them and their merch. Like, I guarantee everyone here has at least a...
Buy a muffin.
Bro, I told myself I can't eat sweets unless it's the weekend, man. It's gonna be a tough rest of the week.
Zaddy Wacka donated $4.99.
Oh my gosh.
I red heart you so much, Waka. You're so funny. I beat to you every night. Do you feel the same? Don't say I am meat ridding BC. I will if you want me to.
Oh. Next time, if you're gonna see that BS, at least donate $10.
Companies do make money off of licensing them and their merch. Like, I guarantee everyone here has at least a poster, a figure, or whatever of their favorite childhood character.
Figures? That's corny. I think anyone buys figures is lame. I'm gonna give it a buck. Like, bro, just watch the show if you want to see the characters. What point are you buying a figure? Like, you want to constantly be reminded of them? That's whack.
It don't even gotta be good. I've seen the most bull cartoon merch get shilled on
$10, not even to say anything. I'm being teased with right now.
Childhood character. It don't even gotta be good. I've seen the most bull cartoon merch gets shilled on TikTok and they end up having a ton of sales. But some people also complain about these shows coming back, mainly because they feel it's just coming back so the studio can make more money from
just
it, and because of that,
cash
the
grab.
story's gonna have less effort put into it, which is exactly how people felt about Teen Titans when it got rebooted. I feel bad for the people that didn't get to experience watching episodes of Teen Titans late night on Boomerang. Boomerang is a crazy pull. Some of y'all
Boomerang
probably
is
forgot.
fire,
I kinda wish I
bro.
didn't bring it up for this vid because I just found out they changed their logo to whatever the this is.
Sorry, did they just like steal Cartoon Network? Why is the Boomerang logo not a boomerang? Oh, I guess it kind of is. No, that is a boomerang. The wackest boomerang I've ever seen. Look at how lit this one is.
You see, this is exactly why we're all depressed. Every company decided to start becoming bland in like 2015. When Teen Titans Go started airing for years, people were ripping Cartoon Network apart for having the show. Funny to know, now it's the only thing Cartoon Network relies on to.
No, this is not real. There's no way this is real. There's so much. Night begins to shine. What the heck is that? Yo, this is too much Teen Titans Go. Titans versus Santa? What?
Stay alive. Like at this point, instead of naming it Cartoon Network, it should be called Teen Titans Go Network. But anyone who remembers being in there at the time, the hate was never ending. People were boycotting Cartoon Network, saying they won't watch it anymore until the show is taken off. Because if you think of it, it does affect Cartoon Network overall. They have a budget for Teen Titans Go, so that money could have gone to a new show or rebooting a show a lot of people like. It was also taking up a lot of airtime, so it makes sense why people were mad. If only they saw how it looked like now, yeah, that would give them a heart attack. But cartoons like Teen Titans Go are the reason why people get scared when their favorite series gets a reboot. They don't want it to be a cash grab and have trash writing.
Like Total Drama Rama. We do not want to see Total Drama characters as children, bro. T.O.
Titans Go now is kind of like, though, it's weird how shows switch up from hate to love over time. Mainly because the show had so many memeable moments and funny moments, like it never took itself serious. But at the time, it was getting hate for that exact thing. Like the original Teen Titans was super dark. Also, people get scared because some of these studios are complete scumbags. These studios will just start a reboot without—
like, you really can sit down and think about, like, some people literally grew up only knowing Teen Titans Go. And then they probably had to find out. They had to try hard to find Teen Titans.
Rain donated $20.
Thank you, Rain, for no reason. Rain, where do you get your money from? It doesn't make sense. It's kind of like how when you found Dragon Ball Z and then you finally discover, oh, there's a Dragon Ball. Like, because I didn't know there was a Dragon Ball Z. I know Dragon Ball Z Kai. Then I found Dragon Ball Z. Then I found Dragon Ball GT. I found GT before I found Dragon Ball. So it's like, people don't know Teen Titans.
Permission of the original creator, because as long as they own the copyright, they can do whatever they want with it. Like with the Powerpuff Girls 2016 reboot, if you even knew that was a thing. The Powerpuff Girls reboot came out in 2016 and immediately got trashed on. It had this one weird controversy that probably should have shut down production immediately, where one of the writers put a character that looked exactly like him in the show as a love interest.
Jared! Hi! Wait, we don't have study group today. Oh, actually, I'm here to see Bubbles. We're gonna go over our lines together.
That's crazy.
Bubbles? Together? Uh-oh.
That's right. A Powerpuff Girls writer made an...
He kind of like Point Crow. About to weekend. He kind of like, maybe it might just be the glasses. Am I saying all people with glasses look the same? Maybe. But this is crazy.
An OC of himself, put it into the show, and had him fall in love with Blossom.
A lot of these show writers really be freaks, but virtually nothing gets done to them because they're behind the scenes. It's mainly the creator that gets blamed when something like this happens. You can't tell me this is just a coincidence. That character in the show looks exactly like the writer, and is even voiced by him. They also added a fourth Powerpuff Girl, which didn't get good reception.
What? Why? Oh my goodness. Sorry, easy yawn.
She was supposed to be their long-lost older sister, and she was black, so you can guess how the conversations about it. Did they need to make her black? No, but is it really that deep? No, like it's a
They
kid
didn't
show
need
that
to make her,
watch.
period,
Who
though.
cares? You got grown men crashing out over a show their daughter's age are watching, but other than that, people didn't like her character.
I think the problem with like a lot of shows when they do something like this, like their targeted audience is kids. So let's say like the kids now watching Powerpuff Girls were not watching the OG Powerpuff Girls. So it doesn't matter that there's this random other character added. The show isn't for you, grown man and woman. Get back to work. You're not the audience no more. Grow up.
Shows later on.
I will forever hate. I'm about to be a hypocrite right now. I'm gonna forever hate what they did to the art style of what? Tom and Jerry? I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate Dragon Ball Super's art style. Oh my goodness. And don't get art style and animation mixed up. Those are two different things. I hate their art style, bro.
On will add an unneeded addition for some reason to, I guess, bring up viewers. But it almost never works. Like, who remembers Sparky from Fairly Odd Parents?
Like, why is he
right
there?
After they added Chloe. I've never seen a new character kill a show as fast as Fairly Odd.
Fairly Odd Parents had no reason to keep going. Hey, chat. Y'all remember that Fairly Odd Parents Jimmy Neutron collab movie, bro? Oh my goodness, that was peak. Or when I saw Dora and Diego, they did like a thing too. Oh, those were my favorite episodes. Those were like some of my favorite things as a child. It's like my two universes were combining. It would be things I would only dream of, because I would imagine Jimmy Neutron and Timmy being in the same universe. Like, I would literally sit back and imagine it. And then I remember one day I just saw it pop up on screen and I'm like, oh my gosh, they made a hit. Oh my goodness, bro. Bring back Max and Ruby, since we're bringing all these shows back now that I'm thinking about it. I hated what they did with Ben 10 too. Oh my goodness, Ben 10 after what? Omniverse looks disgusting. I think even Omniverse might look disgusting. His art style is so... Ben 10 should have had 3 seasons. It's done. He should have just had his kid years, his teen years, and then his older teen years. Cut it off. They do too much, bro. They be dragging shows to the end of the earth.
To top it all off with the Powerpuff Girls reboot, the original creator didn't even approve of it. He tweeted out at the time, when Cartoon Network told me they were making more, I told them that I wish they wouldn't, but from a financial standpoint, I know why they did. You always gotta respect creators who know when the time of their show has come and don't want to milk it to ruin the legacy. But just because I'm giving that example, it doesn't mean all reboots go down that path. A lot of times, studios try to hire back the original creator and teams that worked on it, because they would know what direction to take it compared to a complete new person. I would say if you have a favorite show that is getting the cash grab treatment and the original creator has zero say in it, there's
Where's
no
My
point in
Teenage
it
Robot
it's
ass?
probably not going to be good. And sometimes studios
My
even
life
give
as a teenage
creators full
robot.
control over everything. Like for the new regular show reboot, JG Quintel is basically controlling everything about it. It's even airing on Adult Swim because he's been wanting to work on a more adult version of the show. He probably knows a lot of his audience is now grown who...
I'm not gonna lie, I blanked. I have no clue what he just said. What is y'all favorite show growing up as a child? Y'all remember Mad? Do y'all remember Mad? Oh my goodness, I might have to do a video on Mad. Mad was a fever dream. Mad is a fever dream, bro. We need to watch Mad. We might watch Mad. We might have to watch Mad, bro. That is absolutely a fever dream, bro. Gumball, regular
Rain
show,
donated $20.
Rain, how much money is that, bro? Buy yourself a piece of Sanji and Craig. Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom? I mean, okay. Cobra, like Cobra Kai? Mickey Mouse? Yeah, let me stop reading y'all chats. Okay. I didn't realize y'all had bad taste in here.
Gonna be good. And sometimes studios even give creators full control over everything. Like for the new regular show reboot, JG Quintel is basically controlling everything about it. It's even airing on Adult Swim because he's been wanting to work on a more adult
that
version of
might be lit. That might, hold up. That might be lit. Regular show on Adult Swim?
Show. He probably knows a lot of his audience is now grown who watched it too. All of regular show definitely had some hidden adult jokes. Them eating wings was...
Did it already come back, or is it coming back soon? Is it already back, or is it back? Is it coming back soon?
A sign of them drinking. And this man Benson, every time he became depressed, was at the wing bar downing them. Like a middle-aged divorced man coming back from an office job.
And then like they were playing with his gumballs too. Yeah, they were low-key jerking it. Yeah, I remember that.
that he hates just to wind down. A lot of people also don't like these reboots because they try to appeal to things that the younger generation likes, and a lot of times it ends up being cringe. There could be times where they actually pull off the joke and it ends up being funny, but imagine in a new regular show episode they got a plot randomly like, dude, Rigby, it looks like the skibbity toilet's trying to destroy the park with the max level gyat, but I know he gets no huzz. Mordecai, TSPMO, we gotta fix this before Benson finds out.
I wouldn't be mad at Skippy Toilet in a regular show episode. I wouldn't. Cause that's regular show. Like that's something regular show would do. I could imagine a Skippy Toilet being it already, already be in a regular show episode that's already aired. So I think they could make a hit out of that. I'm gonna be honest.
People who's trying to appeal to the younger generation is something that's gonna 100% happen. It just depends on how well they execute it. In adult shows, it's easier because they can make darker jokes about it. But kid shows, it has to be washed down to be family friendly. Like, I remember watching the new Sonic movie that came out and Eggman started randomly flossing in it. It was obviously cringe to me, but it's made for kids, and to a kid that would probably be funny. Like with the King of the Hill reboot, you can tell they're gonna incorporate newer topics that the cartoon shows can. In the intro, they're wearing COVID masks, so they're definitely gonna cover that. They also have a mayor sign, so they're probably gonna incorporate politics and how wild it is now. Well, nowadays, kids prefer adult shows more than ever. Don't get me wrong, okay? Growing up, I was definitely watching Family Guy and South Park and American Dad, but I was still watching the cartoon shows that aired on Cartoon Network. If you see how popular South Park has exploded on TikTok, it'll show you what I'm talking about. You got like elementary school kids with profile pictures of Eric Cartman. Nowadays, the younger generation is skipping all the cartoons and speedrunning to the adult ones, which is probably another reason why
y'all not appreciating the SpongeBob years, bro. Like, y'all not appreciating the SpongeBob years like y'all used to, man. And I don't mean like literally SpongeBob, but I mean like the years of your life where you would be watching something like SpongeBob, like y'all skip that and y'all go straight to YouTube, which is like ironic because I'm here, but you know what I mean? Maybe I should just become SpongeBob. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe if I just become SpongeBob, then we wouldn't have nothing to worry about. I'm almost there. I'm right there. Wait. My fault, bro. What's the up?
These networks have been failing. It feels too corny to them to watch a kid's show with watered down humor. Imagine you're the one kid still watching Disney Channel, meanwhile everyone else in your class is watching South Park and sending memes to each other. The thing that sucks with these reboots to me is that it does force studios to not be creative. They're always gonna go with the safe pick over the risk. It's exactly why Disney has been spamming out live actions for the past 10 years, even though everyone hates them now and doesn't want them anymore. But more and more they've done it to the point where it feels like we have nothing new. And they don't be thinking if they do have a new show that's a hit, that's generational wealth right there. Probably more than they make.
Is Rugrats gonna come make a comeback?
Reboots for so long until everything becomes a reboot, and then you're forced to make a new show.
I feel like everything is becoming a reboot anyways.
Rebooted were originally Risk at one point. Imagine Steven Hillenburg pitching SpongeBob at first. Alright, so you're telling me he's a sentient sponge that lives in a pineapple, who cooks burgers, and his boss is a crab who takes all his money, while his co-worker hates his life and wants to end it every day, and his best friend is a starfish?
Banger.
Get the out of my office. I have no clue how he pitched the show, but rest in paradise is Steven Hillenburg because he created a goat. SpongeBob is also an example of a show that should have stopped a long time ago. Like, when I found out there was 3 movies released after the original with the 4th one coming out, I damn near punched the wall. Who was asking for all these SpongeBob movies to be made? Hold up, Ice Spice cast to join a new upcoming SpongeBob movie. I speak for everyone when I say we will be in theaters, sat down expeditiously, popcorn in our lab waiting for them. Anyways, that's gonna be everything.
Are y'all waiting for the Ice Spice voice acting? Ice Spice cameo? Is that what y'all going for?
Which reboot you're most hyped about and why it's a regular show. Make sure to follow me on Twitch and the second channel. I'm streaming all summer. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram.
I didn't know that regular show was having another having a reboot. That's fire. I'm actually excited for that. I'm definitely watching a regular show reboot. Shout out Tommy with a banger. It says the most hated Cartoon Network shows ever.
From the upcoming Cartoon Network series, here's the annoying orange.
Hold up. Annoying orange. Hold up. Is this it? Oh, but I want to get the total drama, but I want to watch this. Do I save this? But it's on topic though. It's on. Hold up, guys. I need to talk to my manager on if I should watch this or not. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I want to watch it, but I don't know how much energy I have left for Total Drama. Bro, but by next stream, you might not want to watch it no more. So, like, you have to take this opportunity while you feel like watching it. But I told them. I told Twitch that we're going to watch Total Drama today, so I don't know what to do. You know what to do. Just toughen it up, man. Watch this video, even though it's going to take about 40 minutes because you talk so freaking much. Oh my goodness, you're going to make this 20-minute video 40. But if you do, just knock it out. Just toughen up. But I've been tough all weekend. My stomach hurts. I had food poisoning. Nobody cares. Okay, I'll try to toughen up then. I'll try. Let's log in, guys. The most hated Cartoon Network shows ever. What you got for me, Cartoonish?
From the upcoming Cartoon Network series, here's the annoying orange.
Boo! I liked the annoying orange when it came out. I don't know why I'm being a hypocrite. I kinda enjoyed the annoying orange.
Now, on second thought, this might have been a sign of the end times. Hated Cartoon Network shows. This was depressingly easy compared to the Disney video, actually. After Nickelodeon fell off a cliff going into the late 2000s, Cartoon Network kind of claimed its place as the go-to cartoon channel on television, and they definitely had the catalog to support that claim. The other channels just couldn't compete.
Oh my goodness, let's look at this catalog.
Channel on television, and they definitely had.
Oh, what is it called? Like Bill and Mandy? That's this show, right? Got Scooby-Doo. I see Batman. Yuck. I'm seeing Looney Tunes, Courage, Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Flintstone. This is Cartoon Network was such a hit, bro.
The catalog to support that claim. The other channels just couldn't compete. Like, sure, Disney and Nick both had their standout shows during the 2010s, but nothing could really get on CN's level when it came to having a consistent output of bangers. However, that's not to say Cartoon Network didn't have a number of missteps throughout this era, because
brand new Ben 10 starts.
Bro, what is that? That's disgusting, bruh. That's disgusting. That look like AI brain rot, bro. That's a YouTube Shorts character right there. Oh my.
The 8th of October at 10.
That's not my baby.
People have talked about all of these shows at length for years now. And just like the last video, I don't want to use this video as an excuse to just parrot information and opinions that have been floating around the internet for the past decade. No, I want to actually take an honest look at some of CN's most hated shows and see if my own thoughts have changed on any of them or if they really deserve the intense backlash they received in the first place. Now, I would first like to address the criteria for what makes a show hated, because even though I kinda did it last time, I still had a shocking number of people acting really surprised that certain shows were featured in the video. Basically, if a show has received a noticeable amount of backlash in the past, no matter how justifiable you personally think it may be, that counts as it being hated by a large group of people, or at least a loud group of them. However, this doesn't mean that a show that's overall poor.
Uncle Grandpa, people like the show, people like that show, people like it. Oh, how many episodes of Uncle Grandpa did they even make, bro? How many episodes? How many episodes are in Uncle Grandpa? I got a stupid, okay. How many episodes are in Uncle Grandpa? 156? That polluted a whole generation! Oh my gosh, bro. Some of y'all are actually cooked beyond repair. Y'all had 156 episodes of BS.
Gang 1 slit FR cheered. X100. Uncle Grandpa is such a W.
Ban him, bro. Ban him. How many episodes of Teen Titans Go is there? How many episodes of Teen Titans Go? 420? Wow.
Received can make the cut. Hate can mean a lot of things online, but I'd rather attribute it to hyperbolic backlash and anger rather than simply disliking something. This is why you'll see Steven Universe later in this video, even though the reception towards it is positive overall, because the hate towards it is just that loud. Now,
yeah, because the show is garbage. That's why the hate's loud.
Before anyone asks, no, I will not be talking about the embarrassing CN Real era where they began making a bunch of live-action shows that almost killed the channel, because I think they stray too far from being considered Cartoon Network shows, despite them being some of the most universally despised shows that ever crossed the network. I also just think they're really low-hanging fruit, and there isn't really much to talk about beyond reality show bad. Anyway, I hope that's all crystal clear. Let's get on with the video. Oh, by the way, speaking of low-hanging fruit,
the reboot squad.
Okay, just to get all these out of the way, I'm bunching them all up together because it wouldn't be a proper video about hated Cartoon Network shows if I didn't talk about them.
Am I seeing a twerking panda? Like, if it's not We Wear Bears, there's no need to have pandas in cartoons. Period, bro. Like we don't need pandas. We don't need them unless it's We Wear Bears. That's the only excusable one.
Yesterday, Teen Titans Go, Powerpuff Girls 2016, Ben 10 2016, and Thundercats Roar.
Okay. Thundercats and Ben 10 are the most egregious out of all those four. Thundercats and Ben 10 100% are the most egregious. I remember when the original Thundercats were popping on TV and I didn't want to watch it, but at least look cool, but I just didn't feel like watching it. But that looks disgraceful. That looks like it got the Uncle Grandpa effect. That looks disgusting, bruh.
The unholy quadrilogy of internet seething. You will be hard pressed to find any
I'm not that mad at Teen Titans Go though.
Now,
like I know people's are.
I don't think Teen Titans Go specifically is that terrible. Granted,
yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I just think like the OG people who love Teen Titans like that, they gonna take this show to heart, and that's fair. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't really rub me the wrong way.
That was before the diaper episode caught my radar, so thanks Teen Titans Go for making me look like a massive twat. But I've also made it clear that I think it's really odd that so many people choose to focus on and keep talking about these shows like they've just released and represent the downfall of Western civilization, especially when most of these shows are nearly 10 years old. Hell, the only one of these that's still currently going is Teen Titans Go, so at the very least I can understand why that's on people's minds. But these ended years ago. So with all that said, let's just go through these one by one and then we can move on to the actually interesting stuff. Teen Titans Go is a low-effort parody of the Teen Titans intended for kids and doesn't try to be anything more than that. And for
I
the
think it's
I have
max
seen,
effort.
which is roughly a quarter of the show, because have you seen how many fucking episodes this show has? The show has some really low lows and some shockingly high highs, but tends to just be really mid rather than bad. Not the worst thing in the world if you don't count the random fetish moments. I can't believe I missed these. Like, I haven't watched every episode of the show in order because I'm a grown...
The adults, they had to get something different going on, bro. They were getting bored. So they need to let something go. They need to do something, you know what I mean?
Better things to do with my life, but I literally had no idea half of this shit existed, and I'm willing to bet most of the show's haters didn't either, because the majority of them still focus on and complain about episodes from the show's first season.
They really be doing everything but fighting.
This show has just been casually getting away with murder for years, and no one cared because the majority of the episodes were just painfully mediocre, and the devout haters of the show are just that fucking annoying. The main reason the show still gets hate is, ignoring how much it takes up CN's schedule, it's because the episodes where the writers fire back at the show's haters, which I did previously say I liked on principle, because to begin with, the show was just literally an innocent parody of the Teen Titans that got an absurd amount of backlash, including death threats, and I liked how earnestly petty the clapbacks were. But the show is still making them to this day, mostly because the hate hasn't stopped, but I do think they should just lay off at this point. I can clearly see why people get mad at these episodes, but at the same time, it's been over a decade and you need to move on. The show is clearly not going anywhere, and the hate honestly just feels its worst.
Teen Titans Goes and new Teen Titans.
Massively overhated.
Teen Titans Goes next. Teen Titans
At least the movie's pretty good, so there's that. Powerpuff Girls 2016 is actually not the worst thing to happen to the Powerpuff Girls in recent memory. Look, I know this wasn't an actual trailer, it was just to pitch the show to executives, but genuinely, what were they thinking?
Wait, they were trying to make a live-action Powerpuff? Are y'all checking out a live-action Powerpuff? Be honest. Be honest, guys. Are y'all checking out a live-action Powerpuff? Yes, y'all are. Yes, y'all are. I'm seeing no. Yes, y'all are. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, because someone's watching the live actions, and I know it's y'all. I know it's y'all. I'm seeing way too many. Why y'all lying, bro? This is a judge-free zone. We don't judge here. So y'all can tell me, man.
Powerpuff Girls 2016 is probably the CN reboot of the worst reputation overall.
Now my ghost
No, we're not talking about that. And I'm struggling to think of a single redeeming quality outside of the admittedly fantastic intro. The intro does not get enough credit. It's visually stellar and the song is pretty good too. It unfortunately doesn't do a good job of representing the show at all. Okay, it, we're gonna talk about Ben 10 and Thundercats reboots alongside Powerpuff Girls because all of these shows are shockingly similar and I already spent a long enough time talking about Teen Titans Go. All of these shows are massive visual downgrades compared to the originals. The characters are flanderized, the shows have lost a lot of the original's bite and edge and mostly just dumb everything down for kids despite the original shows all being made for kids while still being excellent, blah 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 blah. You've heard this before. Unlike Teen Titans Go, I find all of these shows to be almost completely terrible and I completely understand why people dislike them and hate them. The only show I'd say got hated into oblivion and didn't really deserve all of it was Thundercats Roar, which on its own is a very unimpressive series, but out of nowhere it single-handedly kickstarted the discussion about the Cal Arts art style that people still talk about to this day. Like, people were complaining about this before Roar was announced.
It kind of looked like Fish X too, but like, look at all they all look the same. Yo, it's just copy and paste.
It definitely seemed to kick the hornet's nest. I won't deny that Roar is an ugly looking show, but the whole CalArts argument always seemed overblown to me, and it definitely didn't help that the whole controversy led to shooting threats being made to the school itself. Most of them were just jokes, but I don't think it needs to be stated that this is still a really f***ed up thing to do over a cartoon intended for children. The threats turned out to be harmless in the end, but I think this is still enough for me to say the backlash towards Thundercats Roar specifically was massively overblown. Overall, the reboot quadrilogy ruffled a lot of feathers for some perfectly understandable reasons, but the reactions towards the reboot quadrilogy ruffled a lot of feathers for some—
Sorry, are these girls, are they I thought it was just gonna be the panda. I thought it was just the panda. Why are the Powerpuffs twerking? Why are the Powerpuffs twerking? And why did y'all not warn me that they were going to be twerking, bro? Like, at least give a man a warning or something. Goodness. I thought y'all were supposed to be on my side, Chad. Y'all aren't gonna warn me at all? How old are they? Well, they look like they're children, so I'm just gonna assume they are. Okay, final video I'm posting today on the live channel. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, everything's good there. Let's get back to it.
Perfectly understandable reasons, but the reactions towards a few of them were definitely overblown. Okay, thank God we are finally over these. Now I can finally talk about the rest of the shows on display. What's next? No, get me out!
Peak. That's some peak right there. Yes!
The Geneva Conventions are international humanitarian laws consisting of 4 treaties and 3 individual protocols that establish international legal standards for humanitarian treatment in war. The singular term Geneva Convention colloquially denotes the agreements of 1949, negotiated in the aftermath of the Second World War, which updated the terms of the 2 1929 treaties and added 2 new conventions. The Geneva Conventions extensively define the basic rights of wartime prisoners, civilians, and military personnel, establish protections for the wounded and sick, and provide protections for the civilians in and around a war zone. This is the deciphered and uncomplicated way to describe how bad the high fructose adventures of Annoying Orange is to the average person in the King's English. I still don't understand how the Annoying Orange of all things got a TV show on Cartoon Network. I get that back in the day the Annoying Orange was one of the most popular things on YouTube, and even today for a fad that died nearly a decade ago, it's still doing modestly well, but I really hope that whatever executive saw this channel and decided it would be a great idea to contact the creator and turn it into a series.
I mean, okay guys, look, Annoying Orange, he might have really been annoying. Like, absolutely annoying, right? But he did his job. And it annoyed the mess out of us. And that's enough. That's enough for me, bro. Like, I remember being younger, see him go all day. And I was like, wow, see this is peak entertainment. Because in real life, have you ever seen an orange go no? No. You don't see that. And that's what he did, bro. He broke the barriers. Amazing show.
Has managed to get the help they desperately needed. or they're dead. I'll take either outcome. I use this term a lot to describe certain things, but the Annoying Orange TV show is literally just a shitpost, but not a professional shitpost, because to be blunt, there is nothing professional about this show whatsoever. You know, usually when
that's
things
what
move
makes
on
it
to television,
professional.
they tend to get a larger budget or widen their scope.
Not Annoying
The
Orange.
Annoying Orange does neither of these things.
No.
The quality of the average episode of The Annoying Orange is on par with the YouTube videos, which were made with nothing but Adobe Premiere Pro and some JPEGs. The only difference between the two is that now, instead of an episode being 3 to 5 minutes at most, each episode is now the standard 10 minutes.
There you
10
go!
minutes of The Annoying Orange for 2 seasons and 60 episodes.
Yes!
Ha, nice try, feds. I know a CIA torture method when I see one. No one above the age of 5 actually watches this willingly. It's a
I
complete
watched
and
it at
utter
8.
assault on the senses made with literally no effort. I will always respect Dane Bowe for respectfully chasing the bag with The Annoying Orange, especially when it began popping off on YouTube.
80
They really
mil,
did milk the
60
absolute
mil.
shit out of the series, but unlike a
Goodness
lot of people who milk
gracious.
their success dry, they were never an ass about it and just made a respectable living in peace. But the actual quality of The Annoying Orange itself is never gonna be in question. It's intentionally low effort, and while it may have begun as just a quirky web series,
Is this really low effort, guys, or is this not maximum effort? This is like they really put in their heart and soul into it. I mean, even look at the cover art. You can't get much better. You can't get much better, dog. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yes, it's low effort. No, this is maximum effort. Y'all could never produce a show like Annoying Orange, period.
it very quickly began gearing itself towards kids exclusively, and I fully believe it was the precursor to the internet brain rot we're all accustomed to these days. And its
Digital
existence on
Circus
Cartoon
doing
Network
here?
is so confusing because Cartoon Network primarily targets kids aged 6 to 12, who may be charmed by the show at first, but there's only so much of anyone can take before changing the channel. The show was hated for many obvious reasons though, and I can't say it ever went too far or that the
Did I just see a terrorist attack?
channel.
Did I-
The show was
Wait,
hated
what
for
did I
many
just-
obvious reasons though, and I can't.
Am I tweaking? Thank you 3.14. Thank you Pi for subbing.
Say it ever went too far or that the show didn't really deserve any
What
of
is
it.
that?
I get it's a bit of a meme to complain that The Annoying Orange is too annoying, but the standards for a TV show are way higher than something made for the internet, and the appeal of The Annoying Orange just doesn't translate beyond 5-minute
Man,
intervals. The
he's
reason for
just-
the hate towards
he's
it were
deep,
fairly
bro.
straightforward, and it was really, really bad, and no one really took it too far beyond hating it for being bad. This is a very rare occurrence, honestly.
Is this like OG Johnny Test or Johnny Test coming back? Because there's no way he's hating on Johnny Test right now, right? Like there's no way he about to do so much Johnny Test, right? Right? He's not about to slander Johnny Test, right, guys? You're my favorite streamer and YouTuber. I've watched you for 2 years. Aw, what a nice guy, Ryan. There's no way he's about to slander Johnny Test, so I'm not worried about it. There's no way. It's gonna be about a reboot or something.
The Geneva Conventions define the rights and protections afforded to those non-combatants who fulfill the criteria of being protected persons. The treaty was of old 1949. Okay, I'll cut the crap. Johnny Test used to be one of the most despised Cartoon Network shows of all time.
By who?
Seriously, I kind of went over this in my hated cartoon characters video.
Wait, who? Who? I ain't no Johnny Test
But
haters.
the hatred people had in their souls towards Johnny Test and all things was actually insane. I was personally never a big fan of the show, despite how much I watched it back in the day, because I didn't know how to change the channel off of Cartoon. Never a big fan of the show, despite how much I watched.
Oh. Whew. I know if Jiraiya saw this. Bro.
Watched it back in the day because I didn't know how to change the channel off of Cartoon Network whenever it played, but I was still really shocked to see how many people couldn't stomach the show whatsoever.
I didn't
Was the
know
show
a
really
single
that
hater.
bad? Well, given that today a lot of people tend to defend the show because it was part of their childhoods, there has to be something here that I'm not seeing, right? Okay, yeah, that was mid. I mean, I definitely have a much higher opinion of the show now than I used to, but it's still not great. One of the worst Cartoon Network shows ever, though? Not even close. I
Exactly.
actually found the first 3 seasons to not be that bad. Heck, I'd go as far as saying season 1 was fairly decent. I know a lot of people
Of course
complain
it
about the
was.
show being
It's
a
Johnny Test. Johnny Test. Johnny Test. Had a fiery hair and a turbocharged backpack. Genius sisters use them like a lab rat. Like, we all knew it was peak, bro.
Poster child for cheap flash animation cartoons that plagued many networks in the late 2000s, but season 1 is actually hand-drawn and it really doesn't look that bad. The show also didn't feel nearly as hyperactive and irritating as it's renowned for being. None of the characters felt flanderized or unlikable. There was far less sound effect spam. Sorry to all the whip crack enjoyers out there. And it just didn't feel like the show was
still a lot of whip cracks. Is that they do it so much that like your mind, it starts blending in with every action. It starts blending in with everything, but it's still a lot of whip cracks. Like, can you talk about how Ice Out Bling Bling Boy was though? I mean, he had pinky rings, 2 chains on, always glistening. He was a genius. Like, Bling Bling was really like that.
For the motions or trying to be low effort. It's about the halfway point of the show that things start to take a turn for the worse. Given it could literally put out an entire episode with nothing happening and still rake in a ton of viewers. This is where everything people complain to you about the show comes into play. Worse animation, lame jokes, every character is irritating, especially Johnny, where it got to the point of unhinged people on DeviantArt drawing him getting his shit rocked. The pacing is absolutely insane, and the show is playing a billion sound effects a second to stimulate the viewer. And honestly, even as a kid, I found this to be way too overstimulating. People may meme on it nowadays, but
Thank you, Holy King Bob, for gifting a sub. Thank you, Bob.
Honestly, even as a kid, I found this to be way too overstimulating. People may meme on it nowadays, but I could not stand the whip crack sound. I damn near developed tinnitus at the age of 6 thanks to this asshole.
Ignored it.
I think another big factor for why this show is so hated is actually a similar reason for why Teen Titans Go gets so much flack. It absolutely dominated CN's schedule for 9 years. This show was big in the late 2000s. While I don't remember the schedule ever getting to a point as bad as Teen Titans Go, CN were determined to milk Johnny Test for all it was worth, and frankly, I don't blame people for getting annoyed.
I mean, people gonna hate on Peak no matter what. Like, that's just how it is. Like, people just gonna hate on Peak, bro. That's just the truth of the matter, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thank you, Holy Bob King, Holy King Bob, for the 5 gift. Can I get a W King Bob in both chats? Okay, YouTube, I need a W King Bob. Twitch, I need a W King Bob thing, please, and thank you.
I know this show has a place in a lot of people's hearts, and I agree that the first 3 seasons really aren't that bad, but everything after that is so mentally draining that I don't...
Alright. King Bob, we get it. You're paid. Thank you for the 5 more... Thank you for the 5 more gifted, King Bob. We get it, you're paid. Alright. There's no need to rub it in. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. But, we get it. He's just flexing at this point. Okay, Holy King Bob. We're king of what? I think that was that 10? Was that 15 gifted? King of what, Bob? You a kingpin? Is that what you are? Like, what? Where are you getting the money from, Bob? Don't try to hide now, Bob. Don't try to hide now, Bob.
I agree that the first 3 seasons really aren't that bad, but everything after that is so mentally draining that I don't blame people for calling it one of the worst shows on the network. And when the show is at its lowest, it truly can get close to that claim. Still though, seeing how hilariously angry and violent people got towards it online gives me the impression that some individuals are taking their issues with the show way too far, and should probably go punch a pillow instead of drawing themselves or other cartoon characters mangling a fictional child for being annoying. These are still some of my favorite images on the internet though, they're so fascinatingly bad and funny, I'm sure.
What? Steven Universe has no reason to be holding a gun and shooting Johnny Test. He has no reason to hold a gun, bro. Y'all pissing me off, bro.
Shocked that so many of them were drawn completely unironically. Last thing before we move on, I still have no idea if the people behind the show intentionally copied
King Bob. All right. Now we really have a conversation. King Bob, are you money laundering right now? What is happening? Where'd you come from, King Bob? What's your intentions? Because you just mysteriously just pull up and drop it at what, 20 gifted? Bare minimum $100. So what's the game plan? Drop 5 more. Is that 25 gifted in total?
What is your itinerary, King Bob? What is your goal? Because I don't trust you, Bob. What are you trying to get, Bob? Okay? I need to know what are you doing?
Unironically. Last thing before we move on, I still have no idea if the people behind the show intentionally copied Green Day's American Idiot for the show's intro. Some people have claimed Green Day gave them permission to use the song, but I cannot for the life of me find a source that supports that. This has been driving me insane for years. I need to know the answer.
It doesn't matter. Yes, let's talk about garbage. Please, let's talk about garbage.
Steven Universe is probably one of the most polarizing TV shows released in the past 12 years. It's as simple as this. You either love Steven Universe or you absolutely
You either have good taste or you have terrible taste and you like the show.
Hate it. I have never met someone who was completely indifferent on Steven Universe. It's always one of two extremes. The show is mostly positively received, but the negative reactions are abundant and are very loud. This show has been called all kinds of things. Good, bad, great, atrocious, masterpiece, the worst thing ever. It is far and away the only show you can barely find anyone talk rationally about online. I bet you're thinking I'm gonna pull the usual YouTuber, both sides actually. I think Steven Universe is okay. No.
You think it's
I like Steven Universe.
Oh,
like it.
great. I mean, you're the one who also said Johnny Test is mid, so how can we really take what he says seriously, guys? Okay? I mean, Bob, we don't know where you came from, Bob. We're having serious worries. We're having serious doubts about what you are using this money for, Bob. Bob, I think that's another fight. Is that 30? So that's bare minimum $130. Bare minimum, Bob. We have to calm you down because now we're getting ridiculous, Bob. It's getting out of hand, Bob. Bob, it's getting out of hand. Okay? Okay, I need you to calm down with the gifting. Need you to calm down with the sub. Let these people get ads, Bob. Let them suffer with ads, Bob. Please.
Quite a lot actually. I like it for many reasons, most of which can be found in my retrospective on the show and are incredibly personal. Just a heads up, that video was a proper serious look back at the show and what it meant to me and my girlfriend, so I won't get into a lot of the serious details here because this video does not need that kind of tone change. But I have long since acknowledged that Steven Universe is a very imperfect show and one that mostly prioritizes making the audience feel things rather than making complete and total sense or being super well written. Doesn't mean its failings aren't worth criticizing though. There's plenty of things about Steven Universe you can critique successfully, but the reason it's maintained an active fandom all these years later is because, at the end of the day, if you're the kind of person who vibes with everything Steven Universe has on display, this show is going to emotionally grip you from beginning to end.
I mean, at the end of the day, people just like mid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. People like mid. Like, mid is always going to have fans. And that's okay. It's okay for Steven Universe to be mid. It's just, you have to come to the realization and just accept that it is mid and it will be nothing more. It can definitely be less, but it will never be nothing more.
And it's the kind of show where you really have to be on its level to truly appreciate what it's trying to do and what it's trying to get you to feel. And I completely understand that some people just don't get to that point with this show. It's completely fine. There was a time where I fell out of love with the show and made a bunch of videos critiquing it, and admittedly it was because the show's writing started to get super rocky by the 4th season, and Steven Universe Future, while I like it now, was pretty divisive with longtime fans as well. But I gave it time, rewatched the show with my girlfriend, and now I mostly have positive feelings about it. Again, a lot of my appreciation for the show comes from how it emotionally affected me and not from its overall quality. There are two types of Steven Universe critics.
How it emotionally affected him and not about the quality of the show. Basically, he knows it's bad, but he watched it at a good time where he could watch it and have an emotional connection, but he knows it's bad. He's playing word games. He's using lawyer talks. He's indirectly calling it trash.
type that just don't vibe with the show in general and critique nearly everything about it, or the type who used to be fans but fell out of love after the show's writing began to nosedive. Critiques of Steven Universe tend to be all over the place. There are plenty of extremely valid points about how flawed the show's writing is, as well as its handling of serious subjects, but then there's also a ton of misinformation spread about the show, and thankfully in recent years people have gotten more comfortable calling that kind of stuff out. Like, even big Steven Universe critics tend to agree that Lily Orchard's big Steven Universe review is just absolutely f***ing terrible, and there are multiple videos ripping it apart. It's not—
who is Lily Orchard? Hey chat, do we know who Lily Orchard is? Who's Lily Orchard? Is that Lily? But their name says CD Call. Steven Universe is garbage and here's why? Oh, that sounds like a valid title.
Universe review is just absolutely f***ing terrible, and there are multiple videos ripping it apart. It's not hard to critique Steven Universe, but it's a show that some people also love to hate in stark contrast to the people that love it in spite of its massive flaws. This is all a long-winded and complicated way of saying, yes, I think the majority of hate towards Steven Universe is super overblown, but I also completely recognize and accept the majority of issues people have and even share a lot of them. It all comes down to the approach. I'll always love Steven Universe, and I'll always be able to value what it meant to me and how I learned to love it again at a crucial point in my life where everything was going wrong, and how it also taught me to love myself again, funnily enough. And I don't expect everyone to have this—
Bob. It says Bob has gifted a total of 38 gifted. Okay, now my gift thing is just tweaking. Okay, I think that's just, I don't know if that's, I think he's gifting such a different, he's not just gifting 5, he's just randomly gifting 1s and 2s. So it keeps popping up Bob. All right. I'm definitely gonna have to look into Bob here. Something's going on with Bob. Something's definitely going on, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Same experience at all.
We gotta get to the bobbing of it.
Seriously, it's a show that means many different things to many different people, and that's part of what I love about it. It's one of those rare shows where I can understand people who love and hate it while having my own reasons for valuing it so much. I get that a lot of people probably went into this section with the expectation that I do this massive epic takedown of the show, but I just don't have a reason to do that. And honestly,
it's because you watched it at the right time. Watch it again today! And then you'll remember, oh, this is why it's trash.
I respect that you don't like that. Hope this next part makes up for it.
I don't know.
Problem solvers.
Have I seen this? I think I've seen maybe this in another person talk. I have.
Sorry, I forgot I set this show's name as my voice activation passcode to open the gates of hell and vanquish the wicked. I think we're a bit ahead of schedule. I was originally going to wait for the next round of tariffs. Anyway, Problem Solvers is... Okay, that one wasn't me. I wasn't aware that was such a common passcode. But this metaphor surely gives you a lot to think about, right?
Have y'all seen Problem Solvers?
A Twitter notification about the Nintendo Switch 2. Let's have a... Well, shit. Problem Solvers. This is one of the worst shows I've ever seen. Visually speaking, my eyes are burning. Though I did just open up a hell portal, so we'll see which one's responsible shortly. And the whole show is just boring. For such a visually wacky and off-the-wall show, the writing really doesn't reflect
what
that.
Is going
I have
on?
no idea how this even aired on Cartoon Network. It looks like something that would be far more at home on Adult Swim, but even that's insulting.
Wait,
to
that
Adult
wasn't
Swim's
on
quality
Adult
control.
Swim?
The main issue here is how the show
looks
looks,
like a
because
robot
it's pretty much unwatchable. If you know anyone who has epilepsy, keep them far away from the show. I don't even have epilepsy. Okay, yeah, it was the show that caused my eyes to combust. We can rest easy now. I don't even have epilepsy, and I feel like staring at this show for too long will result in me having a seizure. Do not watch Problem Solvers. That's all I have to say, honestly. Wow, nothing happened when I said it this time. I think this might be a good sign.
If you have something good to say about the show, that just tells us everything about you. If you have something good to say, you are on the hot seat right now. I am putting you on the hot seat. Yes, me, extremely relevant. My words are very important, more than other people's. It's worth more than other people's trust. Trust me, you are on the hot seat. What are you about to say about Uncle Grandpa?
I have already talked about Uncle Grandpa before, so I'll be paraphrasing a lot of what—
The world of overhated cartoons. Yep. Can't listen to it. Can't listen. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's on BS.
I said in my overhated cartoons video, thank you, bye. Alright, this is probably the most confusing show on this list because even though I was told for years that Uncle Grandpa was some sort of awful, random equals funny cartoon that was hyperactive and annoying to a fault, for the longest time I always thought Uncle Grandpa was pretty funny. What? I really struggle to see why the show was so hated. I guess it was because of the time it came out more than anything. It debuted the same year as Teen Titans Go and lasted until 2017, which was sort of the peak of angry rant YouTubers talking about cartoons. And given Uncle Grandpa's sense of humor is incredibly stupid, charming, but stupid, it wasn't a lot of people's cup of tea and it was labeled one of the worst Cartoon Network shows. I do believe it was a case of Uncle Grandpa being far ahead of its time because these days you're gonna find a lot of people who treat the show as a guilty pleasure or just outright say it.
Wait, not only are you saying it was funny, you're saying it's ahead of its time? Oh my gosh.
It was good. People have tried revisionist history on a lot of hated cartoons with varying results, but Uncle Grandpa really seems to click with a lot of people now. It is technically a random equals funny show, but I'd say the humor is far more on the surreal side than just being a case of them throwing everything at a dartboard and hoping for a lucky shot. And that really clicks with me because a lot of my favorite things happen to be surreal comedies. It's not like the
No.
Hoping for a lucky shot. And that really
no. You're not gonna compare Uncle Grandpa in any realm to the Amazing World of Gumball
happen to be surreal.
and Chowder. Chowder. I'ma cry.
Comedies. It's not like the show is annoying or that overbearing either. It's incredibly zany and cartoony, but I don't see much here that would annoy people. I maintain the stance that if Uncle Grandpa was some niche animated series on YouTube, I don't see much here.
Dude is thick coming out of the chimney. All his weight went to the right place. Goodness gracious.
That would annoy people. I maintain the stance that if Uncle Grandpa was some niche animated series on YouTube or Newgrounds, it would not have the reputation it has today.
Well, yeah, because it's like YouTube show, not Cartoon Network. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna treat something different from YouTube than a Cartoon Network. Regular show is not on Cartoon Network. I mean, not on YouTube. Amazing World of Gumball is not on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? Chowder is not on YouTube. Total Drama Island. That's not a YouTube show. That's Cartoon Network. There's levels. This.
I do think the time the series debuted had a massive part to play in how well it was received, and judging by how many people today really vibe with it, it's not much of a stretch to say it was truly ahead of its time. Alas, we will never see Uncle Grandpa again, and that makes me really sad. I don't think it's a stretch to say that the show was massively overhated. It just needed to find the right audience to appreciate it.
Wow. That was horrific. Horrific take.
And that's a
completely disagree. It just was not a good show. Not good, not memorable, not funny. It was just there. The other point he could have used is that it came out when a bunch of better shows were coming out. Like, it was coming out right after peak Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network had a lot of peak. After peak 2010s Cartoon Network, that's when it started coming out. All the good shows came before it. Imagine coming off of Adventure Time and Gumball and seeing Uncle Grandpa is the next option.
Vinny donated $49.99. Hi, Daddy Waka.
I know you didn't give $50 just to call me Daddy, bro. I'm losing my mind here. I'm losing my mind. I know you didn't give $50 just to call me Daddy. What is going on here? What is this? What is this? What is it? I'm appalled, Vinny. Vinny, do you just have money to blow, Vinny? How many of y'all just have money to blow? Goodness. Thank you, Vinny, but wow.
Crap, those were some of the most hated Cartoon Network shows ever. There were definitely some shows that I left out of this video, but these were some of the most prominent examples I could find. Again,
great video, cartoonish. Disagree with a lot of things you said, especially about Uncle Grandpa, and especially about Steven Universe. But that's just life. You're not going to agree with everyone. And it is what it is, man. Listen to a song. You know what? How about y'all make me a song and I listen to that instead? You know what I mean? Can y'all make me a song? This is your favorite song. You just don't know the words, but I still with you because you ain't never heard. All my days about it, and all my days about it. This my jam. It's my jam. It's my jam. It's my jam. It's my jam. Shout out Chance the Rapper, bro. I think I said rapper, but I mumbled. I hope that came out right, cause I'm re-listening to what I said, and it sounded kind of crazy if I didn't get my words completely out there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Regardless, you did not say rapper. No, I said rapper, dog. No. I definitely said rapper, bro. Don't gaslight me.
STBGANG donated $4.99. Waka to cheer you up. The mess ageism the day is if she leaves you for another. There's Al Mother.
What are you?
Vinny donated $19.99. I love blowing money.
So what do you do? Do you just wrap it up and just start like when you mean blowing money? Do you are you? Because like, what's your definition of blowing money? Like, what's your definition of blowing? I'm just trying to get on the same wavelength as y'all. Y'all know what I mean? But at the same time, y'all are crazy. Hold up. I need to type something up real quick. Boom. And where's the and symbol at? There we go. Boom. Oh, I misspelled that like crazy. Y'all think I could become a competitive typer? Y'all think I could like be a hardcore competitive typer? Like I better only see yeses, by the way, in the chat. Like I better not see anything other than yeses, or we will have a issue. We will have an issue. Regardless, YouTube chat, I hope y'all enjoyed this stream. We're going to be continuing streaming. Vinny said they love wasting money. I love you wasting money on me, Vinny. We're going to continue streaming on Twitch. We are about to watch Total Drama Island.
The Food Cousins 3 donated $4.99. Money is just pap NGL.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, money is just pap. Yeah. What does that mean? Yeah, it's just pap though. Yeah, we're gonna watch Total Drama Island on Twitch, so you know what I'm saying? Like we can't watch that here. So World Tour, we're on World Tour. We're on episode like 14 or something. If y'all want to come and check it out, hey, just the link is in the description. Anyways, I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of y'all night. Sleep tight, and please do not let the bed bugs bite. But they might. They might. Oh.